back to Wilson Contreras, Caleb Durbin. We could overreact to.
Ryan Watson's the best reliever in baseball.
Right. Well, I'm going to go through the negatives so far.
Oh, come on.
Because Caleb Durbin doesn't make the play on game one, and then he's still struggling a little bit offensively. Doesn't come through a couple times. Wilson Contreras hasn't really done much.
Hey, he's been on base a strange amount.
Yeah, okay.
Hit by pitch and
he doesn't have his first hit yet, right? But he has walked a few times.
He did get hit by a pitch.
Hit by pitch in the thigh.
He did get hit, and he almost got hit again. They threw it at his head.
I love talking to him about being hit by pitches.
Him and Durbin, 2 and 3 in the NL.
In baseball?
In baseball.
No, yeah, in baseball.
1 and 2
in the NL.
Wow.
Any other overreactions? No, I mean,
if you want to keep going negative, Weissert let up the homer on the first pitch.
Yeah, it's one pitch.
Does he lose his nickname, Marinara Rivera, or are we going to let him keep it?
I think that it's eternal, right? He did his thing for Italy.
Well, if he's looking like crap out there for the Red Sox, I'm not going to be giving him Mariano Rivera-esque nickname.
Well, I mean, we could talk about Izzy, and we say nobody beats the Iz.
Nobody beats me.
I on the kind of Falefa.
I have one contention with that nickname, and it's that many people have beat the Iz.
No, hey, we're here to build up, okay?
It's baseball. It's a game of failures, Sammy.
We were just doing negatives. Now we're building up.
No, I understand. I'm just saying that what you could overreact to. I'm not saying what you should overreact to. Fair. All right, give me the positives that you could overreact to.
Game 3, Connolly Early versus Rhett Lauder is an elite name matchup.
Okay, that's a fact. That's not overreacting.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about that.
Okay, all right. Anything else to overreact to?
Crochet, dominant. Big 3 in the back.
How about Marcelo Meyer? Marcelo Meyer was the ultimate overreaction to game 1 because
everyone actually did.
Because it had, well, that's what I mean. Because what the talk shows did, that was sort of the chief talking point. How can you not play Marcelo Meyer every day? And Roman Anthony's quote, by the way, and Roman Anthony also excellent job in quotes for the first 2 games.
And excellent job at calling out the ump without calling out the ump.
Yes, but
that's probably what he meant.
No, kind of. But he talked about Marcelo Meyer. He said we all saw it. We all saw it. People were sleeping on him, but we all saw it in spring training. That he was on time. He's swinging the bat well. Whatever. We all saw it. Mm-hmm. So okay. I mean, we'll see.
Marcelo's a great example of prospect fatigue. I think people have that with him. We were talking about him since 2020.
I honestly don't think that the approach that they took in the narrative that Cora was saying, for whatever reason, it helped him. Like, I think that opened the door to that. I think that, tell me if I'm wrong. If Cora comes out and says, listen, Marcelo Meyer, we like what he did last year. He's the guy. We think he's going to be a starting second baseman. He still has to earn it, but everything's trending that way. He's an immensely talented guy. Basically saying the stuff that he said about him last spring training. Mm-hmm. This guy, if you go back to Cora's comments last spring training, it was like, this guy is different. I think he actually said that. This guy is different. And so if he takes that tact, then I don't think you have as much of this narrative about Marcelo Meyer. I think that opened the door to say, oh, well, they have a problem with him. Whatever it is.
It's like, why? Yeah, it opens the door to, okay, why are they not giving him this job? Like, what do they see?
Do you think, so let me ask you guys, do you think that was a right tact to take with Cora regarding Meyer?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Push him a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. He had played 44 big league games. I thought the outrage was a little bit unfair, but when you couple it with how he's spoken about him in the past, I guess.
Well, he did it all the way to the end.
Right.
I mean, that was the weird thing.
Like, was it actually a competition is my question. Was the job basically his the entire time, or was there actually things Cora and the staff were looking for?
It goes back to, what's the alternative? I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, was it actually a competition, and with who?
Yeah.
Izzy, the Wizard of Iz.
Yeah, the Wizard of Iz.
Your guys, Izzy and Monasterio.
Monasterio.
Those are your guys.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all my guys, man.
Izzy doesn't go for Hawaiian Hustle because Baseball Reference has him listed.
Yeah.
Hawaiian Hustle.
Also, the baseball has David Ortiz as the Cookie Monster.
Yeah, bizarre. That's why I got to check.
All right. Anyway, we solved a lot of the world's problems today, guys. What do you got, Tom?
We can listen back to Sammy from February 22nd with his Jaron Duran take.
Yes.
All right. Real quick, what do you got?
What if very muscular Jaron Duran leans into the power more now that he's a full-time 3-hole hitter? Think about that. Yeah, see, I was very gentle with it. I didn't say 50 home runs, and then later...
No, leads into power.
It's somewhere in the middle of what you guys are saying, because you didn't, in that moment, say anything about a change of approach.
I'm
Uh-oh.
tapping my head. Tapping my head.
That's a good one right there.
That's
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. I'm tapping my head over that one.
Shaking the table.
Yeah. Well, listen, we have to. So, again, we solved a lot of the world's problems. We picked apart the ABS stuff. We picked apart the Red Sox. We figured out what's what heading into this great game of baseball that's going to be played. As you said, elite pitching matchup.
Elite name matchup.
I know. I was going to get to that. At least name. And most importantly, we found out that Brian Abraham's okay after making those cuts.
Strong mental health, Brian Abraham.
There you go. All right. Any last things before we go?
Go Sox.
What's your journalistic integrity? Go. What do
Connolly
you got?
Early, my bold take, Rookie of the Year.
Oh, Rookie of the Year.
I'm a little nervous now. I made the take before Kevin McGonigal.
Say
but
journalistic integrity. Have you heard our podcast?
Yeah, no, I know. Tom, what do you got? Anything?
Have a great day. It's a good day to have baseball.
Oh, there you go.
Great day to have a baseball.
Great day,
Great
to have a baseball. So close to a perfect game.
Throw on the spot.
Have a baseball.
Great day to have a baseball game
It's
played.
a great day to have a baseball. All right, I appreciate it.
Get your baseballs at Boring Hats.
There you
There
go.
it is.
bbisn'tboring.com. All right, guys. Thanks so much. That's Sammy. That's Gordo. That's Tom. This is Baseballs and Boring. I'm Rob Bradford. We'll catch you next week.
The Greg Hill Show.
Mock shrimp tempura. And that would be tempura means raw, correct? Is that what that means?
Tempura is a type of fry.
How are you a chef guy with a restaurant?
What are we doing?
I don't know.
Tempura is flash fried.
Okay, so fried shrimp. I don't know. I don't know that I would like that.
You have never had shrimp tempura? It's really good.
So good.
Yeah, I would just call it fried shrimp.
Did you miss something? Listen to the podcast on the Odyssey app or at WEEI.com. The Greg Hill Show, mornings 6 to 10 on New England Sports Original. WEEI. WEEI.
When you manage procurement for multiple facilities, every order matters. But when it's for a hospital system, they matter even more. Grainger gets it and knows there's no time for managing multiple suppliers and no room for shipping delays. That's why Grainger offers millions of products in fast, dependable delivery, so you can keep your facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Honda Spring Event. Now's the time to check out the Honda Civic and HR-V. From Honda, the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value Brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic, a 4.49% APR on a 2026 Civic Hybrid, or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R. Based on 2025 Consumer Choice Awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit kpp.com for more information.
Hey, it's Austin James. Yes, I'm living with diabetes, but it doesn't have to define me. Thanks to the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor, I get real-time glucose readings throughout the day. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor is small and easy to wear, giving me the freedom to focus on my life as a parent and a musician. Now this is progress. You can get a free sensor at freestylelibre.us.
Offer available for people who qualify. Visit myfreestyle.us to see all terms and conditions. Certain exclusions apply. Data on file. Abbott Diabetes Care. For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-323-8922. 800-323-8922. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-323-8922.
Xfinity Tech Support, Matthew speaking.
Hi, I live in a pretty remote place, like Jurassic Park remote. Oh!
Wow.
Will Xfinity Mobile work out here?
Yep, the combination of reliable Wi-Fi and 5G makes it so that you can stay connected in all kinds of places. Plus, you get access to ultra-fast speeds and coverage, whether you're poolside or out live streaming with a T-Rex.
Hold still, you're about to go viral.
Welcome to a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save.
This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Now, here's Joe Weil.
We have our first rubber match of this 2026 Red Sox season. And this afternoon, Boston looks to take the opening series against the Cincinnati Reds at Great American Ballpark. From our WEEI Red Sox studios in Boston, I'm Joe Weil, and this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. It is the season debut on the mound for Connolly Early, who dazzled late last year and then again in spring training. And we'll dive more into the pitching matchup in a little bit. But first, let's quickly recap the madness that was yesterday's game. And the Red Sox put up a good fight, even though a lot was working against them. That includes a rough first start for Sonny Gray and then losing their 2 challenges by the 3rd inning. Then you factor in the CB Buckner experience, and there were 6 overturned calls for the Reds in this game, and then a horrendous check swing strike 3 call against Trevor Story that was made by Buckner that ended a 2-on-2-out rally in the 8th inning. Story was rightfully upset, and then Alex Cora stepped in. He got ejected. All of this made it even more amazing that Wilyer Abreu pushed this game into extras with a 2-out game-tying solo home run in the 9th inning against Reds closer Emilio Pagan. But the Red Sox could not score in extras, and the Reds even the series in the 11th inning on the play of yesterday's game, brought to you by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
A little bit of everything. Open to play 12 here. 0-1. Myers lines one into left field. That's a base hit. And rounding third is Friedel. Roman comes up throwing, but a 3-hopper not in time. Head first slide. Myers the hero, and the Reds win it 6-5.
So it's a walk-off single for Dane Myers. The Reds take it by that score of 6-5 in 11 innings. And just to give the final recap of CB Buckner's day, this is courtesy of @RedSoxStats on X. 4 Boston pitchers strikes called balls, 8 Boston pitchers balls called strikes, 8 Cincinnati pitchers balls called strikes, and then 6 calls overturned, as I mentioned before. But as bad as CB Buckner was at times, Roman Anthony after the game took some ownership of exhausting the Red Sox second challenge in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, again, I think it just goes back to, me kind of wasting that second one. Can't happen, and it unfortunately frees, you just lose them, and we saw how that worked out, and so it's a lesson. We'll take it as a lesson, and at least I will. Rather it happen now than down the road, but you kind of just take that and learn from that, and learn from what followed that, and hold on to those.
All right, so we'll see how the Red Sox utilize those ABS challenges, and hopefully we will get a better effort from the umpiring crew behind home plate. Today's first pitch is at 1:40, and first pitch is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. And on the bump, the 23-year-old Connolly Early takes the hill against Reds' 24-year-old right-hander Rhett Lauder. And today's pitching matchup is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. And both of these guys actually were 2023 draft picks from ACC schools. Now, Lauder, he was taken 7th overall out of Wake Forest by the Reds, and he missed all of last year due to oblique forearm and shoulder injuries. He did post 6 starts at the big league level in 2024, and he was really good. He had a 1.17 ERA, so the promise is certainly there. But the big story on Boston's side is Todd Connolly McNeil Early. The 5th rounder out of Virginia burst onto the scene late last year, and he was excellent across 4 big league starts in the regular season, posting 29 strikeouts and a 2.33 ERA. And as we all remember, because of an injury to Lucas Giolito, he got the ball in Game 3 of that American League wildcard round against the Yankees, becoming Boston's youngest postseason starting pitcher since 21-year-old Babe Ruth in 1916. All that being said, it wouldn't have been that surprising if he started the year in AAA with the surplus of arms that the team has, but Early was great in spring training. He logged 5 outings, he had a 1.59 ERA, and no home runs allowed in 17 innings. And with Ranger Suarez still needing to be stretched out, it's Early who gets the ball here in another big Game 3 of a series. And one final note on Early, because he is a top 100 prospect, Early is eligible for the prospect promotion incentive, meaning that the Red Sox would earn an extra draft pick if Early accrues a full year of service time and wins Rookie of the Year. So just a little thing to keep in mind here for this full rookie campaign of Connolly Early in 2026. And Early's catcher today is Connor Wong, and Connor Wong is the star of the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-Minute Grill today with Rob Bradford, presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. And here's Rob with Connor Wong.
McFarland 2-Minute Grill. There's no human being I'd rather be talking to more than Connor Wong. Today, I want to ask you about, from the catcher's perspective, with the strike zone, like how that obviously has been defined by ABS, but we talk so much about the hitters and the pitchers, but from the catcher's point of view, what's it been like?
I can't say it's been too different, you know. Those guys are really good at what they do. A lot of times the challenges are going to be on those extremely borderline pitches that, you know, before were, you know, whatever the umpire said. Mm-hmm. So I think with it now, though, you're going to be able to take a chance on a pitch, maybe late in the game, in certain situations for sure, to see if you can, you know, get a strike overturned or something, or ball overturned, I guess, just to help that situation even more. But for the most part, the zones have, you know, been really good, or at least what's on the plate is on the plate.
So from your perspective, obviously the zone is defined now, right? Mm-hmm. And every zone is defined. But from your perspective, do you have a good feel for how it's different compared to even last year? Because a lot of people say, okay, well, you don't have the top of the zone maybe that like you did before. Do you have a good feel for it?
Yeah, I think we had a good feel for it before, too. Whether we got strikes called or not, it was a different story. But yeah, I think we always knew where the plate was. I think when an adjustment for me was understanding that the strike zone is, you know, at the halfway point of the plate, not at the front of the plate anymore. So some of the backdoor breaking balls and backdoor pitches, stuff like that, the ball to strike pitches are a little bit different, but not too much.
The last thing is, when you go to challenge, obviously it becomes more strategic as the season gets into it.
Uh-huh.
How for you, how much is it hard? How difficult is it to sort of rip off the cord and say, okay, I'm going to challenge this? In other words, it's a pretty big leap of faith anytime you challenge anything, right?
Yeah, I almost feel like you have to be 100% certain. And as soon as you challenge the 100%, you're like, uh-oh, like I better get this right. So, I mean, I don't know if that's like the embarrassment thing, like you don't want to challenge and get it wrong, and then you're wrong in front of everyone. Same thing for the umpires. Those guys don't want to get things wrong. They're humans. It happens. So I think that's what ABS is there for, to clean some of that stuff up, and make it standardized throughout the league.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff there from Connor Wong talking to Rob Bradford. And yeah, that human element of the ABS experience now is so interesting to hear from catchers like Connor Wong, but also pitchers and obviously hitters as well. There's a lot that goes into it, especially the decision-making to decide to challenge, and we'll see how the Red Sox go about it here in today's game against the Reds. And you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. Brought to you by Subaru of New England. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And coming up in about 15 minutes, Will Fleming sits down with Red Sox manager Alex Cora, which is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. It's truck month. Hurry in and secure your deal on a Ford truck, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. And I'm looking forward to hearing that conversation, especially after all that happened in yesterday's game in Cincinnati. But coming up next, we go live out to Great American Ballpark to talk to Will Middlebrooks as we get you ready here for the rubber match between the Red Sox and the Reds. I'm Joe Weil. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Ugh, not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For JD Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox close out their opening series of the season against the Cincinnati Reds today at Great American Ballpark. Joe Weil with you inside the WEEI Red Sox studios. And now Will Middlebrooks joins us from Cincinnati. He has the call once again with Will Fleming. And Will, I think we're all ready to turn the page from yesterday. But
yeah.
Before we officially do that, you've seen a lot of baseball in your lifetime. What was it like to see everything unfold from an ABS standpoint yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, that's new baseball, so I guess get used to it. But, I mean, everything that went down with CB, I mean, we just get that out of the way. That was just flat out embarrassing.
Yeah.
That can't happen. And this older generation of umpires, you got to think, at some point maybe this pushes them out of the game, number one, because of performance, because it's exposed now. Or they get uncomfortable to a certain point where they don't like doing their job anymore. Because, I mean, you could see it in CB's eyes, like the head go down, him being frustrated with pitches being challenged 2 pitches in a row in big spots. And obviously everything that went down with the check swing felt like a little like his ego maybe got in the way a little bit. It just can't happen. This is the big leagues, and look, when players or broadcasters or anybody in any other job stinks at their job, they get reprimanded or sent down or fired, and that just doesn't happen with umpires, and there hadn't been a whole lot of accountability there with them, so that was a big problem.
Yeah, and I think what was so tough from the Red Sox perspective, Will, is that with a guy like C.B. Buckner behind home plate, the Sox were out of challenges by the third inning after Roman Anthony used it back to back. And it's a tough spot. Obviously, they got some back in extra innings. But with what happened yesterday from the Red Sox perspective in that regard, how do you think that changes how they might utilize them today?
Yeah, I just think if it's in the early innings or you're leading off an inning and nobody's on base, it's not a big spot. It's got to be egregious. Like, you have to know for sure it's one of those, it's like 6 inches off the plate, right? You gotta know for sure. If it's one of those where you're like, maybe, like, you just can't be that aggressive. And I mean, Roman post game said it. He's like, I messed up and I learned from it. And this is a learning process for all these players. It's a learning process for the coaches, the umpires, everybody. But that just can't happen, right? And there was one, the pitch before that to Roman that was way off. That's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, for sure, challenge that. That's an easy one. But you don't want it to be that close, and then you are left with no challenges. Because not only do you want to have one just for a big spot in the late innings, which did come up several times with the Sox, and they couldn't use it, especially when you have a guy like CB back there, but you want to keep one in your back pocket to just keep the umpire tightened up a little bit. That's any umpire. Just have that in the back of his mind, like, I got to be really good or it's going to be challenged, and I could be a little bit embarrassed here. So losing it that early just absolutely can't happen.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to just see everybody work through this new ABS system and how to use it. So we'll see how the Sox do that today. Will, lineup-wise, the big news, Masataka Yoshida, he makes his first start. It was a pretty easy day of work yesterday. 4 pitches, a walk, and then he gets pinch run for. But he's in left field today, batting 7th. Just from the outfield conversation, Will, how surprised were you to see the Sox ultimately still settle with having 5 outfielders on the spot and 5 guys that all are big league players?
I think they just took their best 5 bats, and a lot of things work themselves out. Guys get hurt, guys get cold. And then you play the hot hand, and it's a good problem to have, I guess. But I mean, there's always going to be a player that isn't going to be getting a lot of at bats, and right now it feels like that's Yoshida because of his lack of ability to be a game changer on the defensive side of the ball. But days like today, you're facing righties, you're facing a bullpen full of flame-throwing righties, and having Yoshida in the outfield at least gives you the ability to be better defensively in late innings if you put Cedon in there. Without having to take one of your better bats out of the lineup against those righties. So, look, you don't want to have to, if Yoshida's your DH and you want to put Cedon in, if he has a day, you're going to have to take one of those left-handed bats out of the lineup, and those are, your impact bats between Roman, Wilyer, and Duran, and you're facing all righties. You don't want to lose one of those guys. So I think that played into putting him in left field. He's serviceable out there. He's not going to be a Gold Glover. We know that. He's going to make all the routine plays, and that's all you can ask. Don't hurt you defensively, and this guy can hit. Let's be honest. He can swing the bat. He's healthy right now. We saw it in the tournament during spring training and during the WBC. So hopefully he can do something loud with the bat early and kind of get everybody's attention.
Yeah, it's a fascinating juggling act here for Alex Cora. But yeah, Will, to your point, these last 20 games of the regular season last year for Yoshida, he hit .333 with an .837 OPS, and you obviously saw what happened at Yankee Stadium with some big swings from Yoshida as well. So he can hit, and again, he's healthy, which is a critical thing. Will, I wanted to ask you this on the defensive side of things, and obviously, as we have to say at this part of the season, small sample size. So obviously extremely early, but the infield defense is going to be crucial for this team, especially it being a team built on run prevention. And we have seen errors in back-to-back games from the left side of the infield with Caleb Durbin in the opener and then Trevor Story yesterday. So any cause for concern through these first 2 games?
No, not at all. So the Durbin one, actually, I played a lot of third base, and you wear a lot of brutal errors over there. That, if you watch the slow-mo, it hit like a footprint or something and took an awful bounce. It kind of went to his side, went up over his arm. That's one of those as a third baseman, you're like, please give him a hit, right? Because they look at the exit velo, all that. They look at the bounce. I'm sitting right next to, like, right across the glass from me is the official scorer, and I'm, like, watching him like, dude, I played third base. That's a tough error, I get it, because it wasn't crushed, but it took a weird hop.
Yeah.
And then as far as the one yesterday with Trevor, he Obviously, he's had issues with his arm in the past. The arm strength's back up. That's not in question at all. But the way that last hop took him backwards, it made him flat-footed, right? We see him so much on the run, working towards first base, taking his momentum to first base. And that was just a play in which he rushed because that internal clock was going off because that hop took him back, and he just flat-footed, threw it over there. It was just it was a bad throw. He'll tell you that. So that's one that can't happen. He's got to stay in his legs and make a better throw. But the Durbin one, I mean, that was just a weird hop. So, no, I'm not alarmed at all. Let's look at the plays Marcelo made as well. Like, he made some great plays yesterday that maybe weren't made. Contreras at first base has made some plays that I don't think were made over the last 3 years. So I think they're much better defensively for sure on the dirt.
I don't think I had for you, Will. Obviously, a big story today. Connolly early getting the start here in the finale. And you know, there weren't a lot of roster battles in spring training this year, but Connolly early getting a rotation spot was definitely one of the big, quote-unquote, you know, putting my quotation marks up here back at the booth, surprises. But what do you think were the biggest factors for him getting that rotation spot over a guy like Johan Oviedo?
Yeah, just consistency and calm. And that's not to take anything away from Oviedo. He actually, you know, he had a tough first start. He had 2 or 3 really good starts, and then the last one stunk. He had a bad day, and you know that happens, especially in spring training. But what can you not love about Connolly early, right? It's like he's been here forever. He commands 4 pitches in the zone. He can throw anything in any count. He gets righties and lefties out. There's swing and miss. There's low walk rate. I can go on and on about the metrics, but you guys can look it up on Baseball Savant yourself. I think we look up at the end of this year and say maybe Connolly early is our second best arm. And that's not to take away from Suarez or Sonny Gray or Brian Bayo, who I think is making tremendous strides in the right direction over the last year and a half. I just think Connolly early is a dude. And we're going to be talking about him a lot more as this season goes on.
Well, I'm seeing it's 62 degrees in Cincinnati. All I can tell you is enjoy it while you can before you guys come back to Boston.
Oh, brother, let me tell you. I have been all over the Weather Channel to see what opening day in Boston is going to look like, and I see periods of rain and snow. There's 2 people on Earth that are excited about that. It's my daughters coming from Florida that have never seen snow before, and that is it. The list ends there.
Well, I'm excited for them that they get to be excited.
I hope they're disappointed, let's be honest.
Yes, I agree too. Will, appreciate the time as always. Have a great call.
All right, Joe.
All right, that is Will Middlebrooks. Again, he's got the call with Will Fleming. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, you won't want to miss this. Coming up next, Will Fleming sits down with Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and that is presented by your New England Ford dealers. I'm Joe Weil. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Are you ready to escape the ordinary and dive into something extraordinary? Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands, where every moment is naturally in rhythm. Whether you're exploring the historic sites in St. Thomas, snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of St. John, or lounging on the pristine beaches of St. Croix, you'll find yourself swept away by the rhythm of our islands. So why wait? Start planning your escape today and visit usvi.com. The United States Virgin Islands, naturally in rhythm.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-323-8922. 800-323-8922. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-323-8922.
Xfinity Tech Support, Matthew speaking.
Hi, I live in a pretty remote place, like Jurassic Park remote. Whoa!
Wow.
Will Xfinity Mobile work out here?
Yep, the combination of reliable Wi-Fi and 5G makes it so that you can stay connected in all kinds of places. Plus, you get access to ultra-fast speeds and coverage, whether you're poolside or out live streaming with a T-Rex.
Hold still, you're about to go viral.
Welcome to a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. We are about 35 minutes out from first pitch between the Red Sox and the Reds. And I have a couple little nuggets here on Connolly Early, who's making the start for the Sox here in Game 3 of this 3-game set. At 23 years and 360 days old, Early today will be the youngest pitcher to start one of the Red Sox first 3 games in a season since Jeff Sellers back in 1987. And then there's this. He'll be the youngest left-hander to start one of Boston's first 3 games in a season since Billy Rohr in 1967, who threw a complete game 1-hit shutout at Yankee Stadium. So going back to that impossible dream team. Before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. And Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. It's Truck Month. Hurry in and secure your deal on a Ford truck, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. And here is the Red Sox manager with Will Fleming.
Game 3, Cincinnati. Chance to win a series with the manager, Alex Cora. I know it didn't end the way you wanted yesterday, but man, 2 days in, 2 games in, your team has fought, and they've been some dramatic ball games.
Yeah, that's something I noticed towards the end of the spring offensively, that we're going to put a lot of good at-bats together. We're going to hit the ball forward, and we're going to score runs. And, even early in the game, it felt like we were going to come back. Just keep staying the course and getting your pitches and do your thing, and we did. Wilger, of course, hits a rocket to right field against a tough reliever, and then, gets a hanging split, hits it out of ballpark. But overall, I thought it was good until the last 2 innings of the game.
Speaking of the last couple years, especially on the road, extra innings have not been kind to you. It's not like yesterday with the lefty or with Roman. It's a spot where you're going to play any small ball. But do you think going forward with the type of team you have, you talked about it last year, is that something you might consider even on the road, maybe laying one down?
Yeah, in that situation, it's Marcelo. We like the matchup. He hit a rocket off the guy on opening day. So, and he got a pitch to hit the first one, and then it's Roman. We're not going to bunt with him. If we do that, I'll go home. But we have to make sure worst case scenario is man at third, less than 2 outs, and we haven't done that over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. Like you said, on the road, we don't advance that runner, and you have to score. I mean, on the road, you have to make sure that guy scores, because then after that, you put pressure on the opposition. It really doesn't matter what the runner does at second. If he scores, he's still alive. So we'll talk about it, and we'll be better.
And, of course, not to harp on it, but it's impossible to ignore the role that ABS and the home plate umpire played in yesterday's game. First, on your team's decisions early in the game, is that something that's ongoing, those kind of conversations about when in the game you should and shouldn't challenge?
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a month and a half, but at the end, they're humans, right? And emotions are going to take over, and it's your at-bat, it's your job behind the plate, right? So we have to make sure we slow down, and we play the game within the game, right? And there's certain situations that, I want them to challenge. We want them to challenge others. You have to stay the course, right? I drop a few analytic sentences early here with a media scrum,
right? A lot of big words.
Yeah, but at the end, just be smart, right? Bottom line, and got to make sure you keep one in your pocket. That's the reality of it. And we didn't do that yesterday.
Check swings were a big part of the game yesterday, too. Obviously egregious to not appeal on the Trevor check swing. They're experimenting with this in the Arizona Fall League and in the minor leagues, where you've got sort of a defined 45-degree line. Is that something you would support?
I saw examples of that, and people are not going to like it, to be honest with you. So the one thing I always said, that job behind the plate is really, really hard. And for you to call balls and strikes and then the swings or not swings, I think you default to the guy at first or third, and they make the call, right? And that's why I was saying, just ask. I don't think Trevor gets thrown out. I don't get thrown out. If the first base umpire makes a call, we'll complain about it, but that's it, right? So it's part of the game. We've been talking for a few years about this, and you still have the same system.
You are always so dialed in with all of your hitters, including your very best hitters, their swings and where they are. And, I mean, Roman is an absolute monster. He's going to lead this team in so many ways. Are you concerned at all that early in the year the ball is on the ground a little bit more than usual?
Not really. I think that's how he started last year, and his ground balls are different. Like it's not the Hunter Hopper of AC to second base, throw out to first. He'll hit at 110 and the ball will go through. So it's part of the evolution of the hitter. He's going to hit for average. He's going to hit for power. We just have to be patient.
One of the coolest major league debuts, and I said it on the air, and this is dead true. Literally the only guy in the history of baseball to go through what he went through, to survive those two challenges, to fight through it, and really to keep you in the game. How awesome was Watson yesterday?
It was great. It was great, and it's one of those, and Witt is walking by. You try to bring them, in a clean inning, no high leverage situation, and all of a sudden it's Sal, with traffic on, and go ahead, kid, do your thing. First pitch of his Billy career is a sweeper, and then that at bat happened, and it was interesting because it makes you aware of the human element, right? Like we talked before, like. Yeah. You strike him out, you get excited. No, it's a ball. You strike him again, you get excited. It's a ball again. And then you have to make another pitch, right, against a great big league hitter. And he was able to do that. He kept us in game. And now, nobody can take away that he's a big leaguer.
You are always so aggressive, rightfully so, in these tight games. And even those that are in extra innings, Does it irk you when you lay it all out, you go all in with the bullpen, and you don't win those games?
I mean, it's what we got to do, right? And everybody was fresh, and today they're not, right? And, at the end, you're trying to win as many games as possible. We felt like we had a great opportunity to do it, and it just didn't happen.
Massa gets the start today, and you said it all of camp. He had an awesome WBC. We know what this roster is and how hard it is for you to get him in there, but I bet you're expecting big things from him.
Yeah, I mean, just like yesterday, he put a good at bat. He ended up walking, and in that inning, we ended up with men at first and second, right? So he's a big part of what we're trying to accomplish. He's a good freaking hitter, and, today, hopefully he can get 4 shots and change the game.
And the form running even back to the dugout after a walk.
That was special. That was special. I mean, special. I shouldn't tell Ramon to take his time to first, but that was special.
And, you said something I think makes a whole lot of sense, Alex. You want him in the outfield, so in a day when Cedon is not in there, you can really late change for defense.
Yeah, you don't want to lose Jaron or Abreu or Roman, late in games. So this is the only way we can keep all of them involved in the game and add Cedon to the equation.
How about Jaron? I mean, it seems like, he's the DH now a lot of times from the left side, and he's seeing more left-handed relievers come in to face him, which is, a really tough development. I thought he's handled it really well. Haven't you been impressed with his at-bat?
He's been good, and he's been good from the start of camp. He faced some lefties in live VPs, and then he put good swings against Sale. He did the same thing in the tournament, and I expect big things from Jaron against lefties.
We'll get to Connolly in just a moment, but how about this Reds team? You come into this series and you say, on paper, they did it last year. They got some exciting arms and young hitters. I've been more impressed, I think, with their lineup than I knew I would be coming in.
It's a good lineup. I'm impressed by their bullpen. It's a lot of good stuff, a lot of sliders and sweepers and velo. It's a tough mix, and I think we've been able to battle with them. But I agree, offensively, very right-handed. That's the reality of it, but they have some good hitters.
One of my favorite things about calling games for teams that you manage is the way you operate a bullpen. You're just so aggressive. You're ahead of it. And Tito is too. I mean, I know you learned a lot from him, but do you find yourself on the other side watching him manage the dugout, thinking to yourself, that's exactly what I would do right here?
He's very aggressive. He is very aggressive. And obviously, throughout his career, I think that's what he does, to win championships. He did it in Boston in 04, 07. In Cleveland did the same thing. And last year, the reason they made it to the playoffs, it was because he managed the bullpen so perfectly. And that's his strength. He's surrounded by some good people over there. He has some talent, but at the end, you have to make the decision, and you have to live with it. And, he's made a living of that, and that's the reason he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
How about Connolly? I mean, what an impressive camp, what an impressive debut last year. And it's amazing what 12 months can do to a young man. Obviously, pitching in Yankee Stadium has given him this new confidence. He walks around like he's been here a while. I'm excited to see him. How about you?
Yeah, he's tried everything. He pitched in minor league parks last year, in Sacramento and in Tampa. Then he pitched in the Walker Series in Yankee Stadium, so he's ready. He's a kid that understands the situations, and he wants to keep getting better. And I see him in the dugout the last 2 days just watching the game, talking the game with his peers, and he's ready to go.
And isn't it fun for you, last thing, the way you operate with Craig, you guys, back and forth in your relationship, that doesn't the Connolly decision signal to you and to the fan base, it's go time, whatever we need to do right now to win games is what we're going to do?
Yeah, I just felt like whatever decision we made, it was going to be a good one. Oviedo's nasty, Tolly's nasty, this kid is really good, so you're just glad that, it's him, he earned it. The other guys, they have to be patient, and we're going to be in good hands.
We appreciate it. Thanks so much. Good luck today.
Happy flight.
And we are all excited to see Connolly early on the mound for the first time in 2026 in a regular season game. And hopefully the Red Sox do have a happy flight on their way to Houston to try to take this series against the Reds. And you can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England, a lot to love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up next, we'll bring you the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups. We'll also get you the lock of the game presented by Interlock Metal Roofing and a quick Subaru of New England scoreboard update as well. I'm Joe Wild. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Introducing the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback, redesigned to give you more of what you love with a bold new look. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, elevated tech and safety features, and powerful new styling. The 2026 Outback is the safest and boldest Outback yet. The all-new 2026 Subaru Outback, starting at $34,995. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
When it's time to sell your home, you hope your agent knows the market. Timing, pricing, interest rates, neighborhoods, staging, open houses, understanding contracts, completing paperwork, and can actually help guide you on your big move. Don't hope. No. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you've got a partner who will guide you every step of the way, from listing to closing and everything in between. Weichert. Dream. Move. Home. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Boston baseball fans, it's Will Fleming. Spring in New England means baseball is back and backyard season is beginning. TimberTech Decking combines innovative technology with durable materials to deliver the beauty of wood without the maintenance. Built to handle the elements season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at timbertech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For JD Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per $1,000 financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
And this is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe Weil with you inside the WEEI Red Sox studios. We are about 20 minutes out from the finale between the Red Sox and the Reds. First pitch coming up at 1:40. And, of course, it's the rubber match of a 3-game set. It's time now for today's starting lineups, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. So let's meet today's players. And here is the 9 for the Red Sox today. It's Roman Anthony in the DH spot, but still leading off. Trevor Story batting second. He's at short. Jarren Duran gets to start in center field today. So first time he's getting a chance to play the outfield. Wilson Contreras bats cleanup. He's at first. Wilyer Abreu playing in right field, batting fifth. Caleb Durbin back at third base, batting sixth. And then 7-8-9 looks a little different today for the Red Sox. Masataka Yoshida gets his first start, not only in the lineup, but also in the outfield. He's playing in left. Marcelo Meyer bats eighth today. He is the second baseman. And then it's Connor Wong doing the catching today for the Sox, rounding out the 9. So no Cedon Rafaela in the starting lineup, and of course no Carlos Narvaez as well, with Connolly early on the mound. As for the Reds, it's TJ Friedel leading things off. He's in left field today, and he's the lone left-handed bat in the lineup against Connolly early. Matt McClain bats second. He's at second base. Ellie De La Cruz, the switch-hitting shortstop, bats third. Sal Stewart is off to a great start, 5 for 8, a couple of doubles, a home run yesterday. He is the designated hitter. Eugenio Suarez bats fifth. He is at third. Spencer Steer bats sixth. He's at first. The hero from yesterday, Dane Myers, he bats seventh. He's in center field. Tyler Stevenson, the catcher, bats eighth. And then Noelvi Marte rounds out the 9. He is in right field with Rhett Lauder on the mound, former first-round pick out of Wake Forest back in 2023. Let's get to the lock of the game now, presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. I'm going to go with Wilyer Abreu in this one. He's swinging a great bat. That was obviously the case in the World Baseball Classic, but yesterday he hits the game-tying home run in the 9th inning against Emilio Pagan, and I'm going with Wilyer Abreu at least 2 total bases in this finale against the Reds. Time now to get you a Subaru of New England scoreboard update. With so much to love, you don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. We'll take a look just at the games in the American League East. The Yankees not in action. They just swept the Giants. But Baltimore is at home against Minnesota. 1:35 start time to that game. Shane Baz makes his O's debut, and coming off of signing a 5-year, $68 million contract with the Orioles, largest contract given to a pitcher in franchise history for the O's. Toronto's at home against the A's. 1:37 start time. The AL pennant-winning Toronto Blue Jays from a year ago, they have won their first 2 games via walk-offs, so they're 2-0 to start the year. And how about this pitching matchup in St. Louis between the Rays and the Cardinals? 2:15 start time to that game. It's 2 former trade deadline acquisitions for the Red Sox from a year ago. Steven Matz going for the Rays. Dustin May going for the Cardinals. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Big thank you to Zach Coe. Hang tight. Red Sox versus Reds with Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks on the calls. Coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most.
That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber. Connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/protect. That's ethos.com/protect. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up.
I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid.
Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I opened a restaurant and needed everything. Menus, signage, catering brochures.
Everything and then some.
I went to Staples. They printed it all and even suggested takeout menus.
One money pit with a side of fries.
But now at Staples, you get up to $125 off custom print orders.
$125 off. Now you're cooking. Brand your business in a big way at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app by 4/18 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Ready to celebrate? Hop into Easter festivities with everything you need at Target. First, get ready for your special occasion with 25% off stylish looks. With spring vibes, vibrant colors, and fresh florals, you'll find outfits that match everyone's style. Then, fill up their baskets with endless joy. From select Easter plushies to fun toys they'll love at 20% off. Don't miss out. Make this Easter unforgettable at Target.
Pros, just because something on the job runs out doesn't mean you have to. Order it on the Lowe's app. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members get free same-day delivery on eligible orders over $25. Get the fasteners, hardware, or tools you need to keep the job moving. Order by 2 p.m. and get eligible in-stock items delivered right to your job site by 8 p.m. Members get more at Lowe's. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Subject to availability. Restrictions and terms at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
This is Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It is gone! Say done! Say good night! Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over! And the Red Sox win! Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win!
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Subaru of New England. Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event.
23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Nissan. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com. Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good. By Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. 110 Grill. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. McFarland Energy. The region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services.
Way back by the wall. Off the wall, the Red Sox win.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig.
Way back! Grand slam!
Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit newenglandmetalroofing.com and never re-roof again. North Shore Care Supply. Try North Shore adult diapers at northshore.com today. Veterinary Emergency Group. Sponsored by VEG ER for Pets. The official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio. Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
Good afternoon and welcome to Cincinnati, Ohio on a glorious sun-splashed Sunday afternoon where today the Boston Red Sox played the rubber match of their season-opening 3-game series. Connolly Early makes his long-awaited debut, and he'll be opposed by the young phenom for the Cincinnati Reds, Rhett Lauder. So a couple of prospect pitchers on the ascent on the mound here today on just a beautiful day for baseball. Red Sox won on opening day and then a very disappointing and dramatic, stressful loss in extra innings yesterday with all kinds of controversy surrounding the home plate umpire and the ABS system. But all that goes away today as the Red Sox look for a happy flight to Houston to win their first series of the season. Along with Will Middlebrooks, I'm Will Fleming. It is a delight to spend this Sunday afternoon with you. It looks like another good crowd on a Sunday here in Cincy. And all eyes will be on Connolly Early. Hopefully he'll have a lead when he takes the mound in the bottom of the first. The anthem today brought to you by Ace Ticket. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on the Red Sox and all your favorites in sports and entertainment. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS. Here is today's Star Spangled Banner. Beautifully done on a beautiful day. The wind here this afternoon with a little cloud cover appears to be blowing sort of right to left, maybe out to left field. So pitchers trying as hard as they can to keep the ball down in this bandbox of a ballpark. Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, and all eyes on Connolly Early, who just walked out of that deep right field bullpen. And he marches into the Red Sox dugout. He is the story today. In some ways, he was the story of spring training. He just has grown so quickly. He is so poised. His stuff is beyond his years, as is his composure on the mound. I'm expecting for big things from Connolly here today.
Yeah, I think we all are. And, he forced the organization's hand. I think it was the plan all along to not only control the service time for a month or so, but also control his innings and have him start the year in AAA. But he forced their hand. He pitched well in spring training, and he earned this.
Chris Stasio is going to bring the lineup card out. We'll get that to you in just a moment. But just a brief sort of post-mortem on everything that happened yesterday. I thought it was important that Alex Cora said what he did after the game, that C.B. Buckner needed to do better. Yeah. He has one job. By the way, he missed 26 pitches yesterday, which is just unacceptable at this level. But then I thought Alex quickly pivoted today to say that his hitters and his catchers need to be better and pick better spots to use their challenges.
Yeah, sure. There's a learning curve to this. You saw that you've seen it not only with Narvaez, but in a big spot. Roman yesterday losing that second challenge there in the top of the third inning, which just can't happen. Nobody on base, early in innings, not a big spot for the team. You just can't use it there unless it's absolutely egregious and for a fact 100% it's a ball.
I think we all need to give the hitters, especially the more confident ones, a little leeway here early. This is the first time in real action when it counts that they're experiencing this. So I feel pretty confident. And Roman Anthony, by the way, he was so thoughtful about it. He said, that cannot happen. I got to get better at that. To no one's surprise, but I think you will see a change with the Red Sox.
Yeah, they'll probably be a little more passive with it over the next couple games after learning the hard way. And with a guy like C.B. Buckner back there who has a track record and a resume that tells you he's got a big zone. He messes up a lot. You especially have to keep one in the chamber for games that he's back there.
Injury report brought to you by CVS. CVS knows that where you get your medicine matters. That's why CVS is by your side right when you need them most. Welcome to CVS, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Tomorrow, Alex Cora told us, both Patrick Sandoval and Cutter Crawford will throw 4 innings in either a simulated game or an extended spring training game, whatever. It'll be down in Fort Myers, and those guys on the mend. That is good news. The lineup cards have been exchanged. How about it for the lineups here today?
Well, these lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the Boston Red Sox, leading off none other than Roman Anthony. He'll be at DH today. Batting second will be Trevor Story. He'll be at short. Batting third will be Jarren Duran. He'll play center field today with Sadon getting the day off, at least for the start of this one. In the cleanup spot, Wilson Contreras still looking for his first knock in a Red Sox uniform. He'll play first. Batting fifth after a massive 2-out homer in the 9th yesterday to tie the game up, Wilyer Abreu, he'll be in right field, followed by Caleb Durbin batting sixth. He'll play third. Masataka Yoshida, season debut. He'll be in left field. Well, season debut starting at least. Batting eighth, Marcelo Meyer. He'll be at second base. And Connor Wong will start behind the plate, batting ninth and catching. For the Cincinnati Reds, leading off, TJ Frito. He'll be in left field, followed by Matt McClain. He'll play second. Batting third, always dangerous, Ellie De La Cruz. He'll be at short. Batting cleanup for the Reds will be Sal Stewart. He has been unbelievable so far in his big league career and so far this season. He'll be at DH spot today. Batting behind him in the fifth spot, Gino Suarez. He'll be at third base today. Batting sixth, Spencer Steer. He'll be at first. Dane Myers, hero from yesterday's game. He'll play center field, batting seventh. Batting eighth will be Tyler Stevenson behind the plate. And rounding out the Reds lineup, Noelvi Marte. He'll be in right field. That are your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups.
You know, it's interesting. Connolly early, when he made his debut out in Sacramento against those Athletics, he thought, all right, that's a nice way to ease in. Well, now you look at it, it was one of the great lineups in the American League a year ago. And then he faces the Yankees in the playoffs, the Rays. This Reds offense has impressed me through the first 2 games of the season.
Look, they're young. You could say there's some inexperience. There's some veteran presence sprinkled in, but they're athletic and they put the bat on the ball. Not only that, goodness, their bullpen has been throwing flames so far. They have some big arms out there.
Yeah, they do have so much velocity out there. League Leaders is brought to you by AZEK Exteriors, the leaders in exterior trim moldings. Well, how about Chase DeLauder? He's got 4 homers. He's left the building in each of his first 3, and today he looks to match Trevor Story as the only big league hitter to ever homer in his first 4 major league games. Speaking of the Athletics, Langoliers has hit 3 home runs himself, so have Rayleigh and Jake Berger. All right, here comes Rhett Lauder, the right-hander, who missed all of last year due to an array of injuries, but a top pick, one of their really bright prospect pitchers. He's got the lettuce going on the mound. Will, what's your book on Rhett Lauder?
Well, he's more of a pitcher than a thrower. He's not going to blow you away with velocity. His fast four-seam is going to be around 93, 94. I think his sinkers is better of the 2. Gets a lot of ground balls with that. He'll go upstairs with the four-seam, sinker in the zone. Loves his slider. He will throw it in any count. You see it a lot in hitters' counts, at least so far in his sample size we've seen in the big leagues.
Well, that's the reason the Reds made the playoffs a year ago, and it's also why so many throughout the game think that they're in a real window where they could do damage in this National League Central Division, which has been owned by the Milwaukee Brewers. The Cubs have reloaded. They had a big-time win yesterday, but the NL Central kind of off the radar is one of the better divisions in all of baseball. Adam Beck has the home plate duties. Thank goodness. CB Buckner in the rocking chair at third today. The crew chief, Dan Iasonia, is at second base with Jeremy Rehak at first. The throw goes down from the Reds' backstop down to the middle infielders, and that means it is go time for Roman. He strides toward the batter's box. 4 for 9 with 2 walks, couple RBIs.
In both games this season, he swung at the first pitch he's seen in his leadoff at bats.
See if there's a little gamesmanship with that here. Can't keep him down for long. He was really upset with himself yesterday because of those challenges. And here we go. Road gray unis under bright skies. The pitch to Roman is taken for a ball, a fastball. We're underway, a minute behind schedule. 1:41 p.m., 60 degrees. Beauty of a day in Cincinnati. Lauder facing Anthony. Black glove at the belt into his wind. He throws, and Roman takes a strike on the outside corner. Adam Beck always takes his time to offer that right hand. Time attempt brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Auto and home insurance made for Boston sports fans. Plymouth Rock, pregame.com/Red Sox. Here's a swing and a miss. Had a good slider. Roman got some of those in extra innings. That 11th inning was a really disappointing AB leading off that frame.
Yeah, starting to see how these pitchers are attacking Roman. They're going fastballs away and then burying sliders down and in. It's worked so far when they use that sequence.
1-2 to Anthony. Here's a swing and a miss. He blew him away. Change up there. So Roman is struck out for a second straight AB. He is mortal after all, and there's one away.
Yeah, change up, you're really middle of the plate. And normally as a hitter, you see a pitch come out of the hand at the top of the zone like that. You think it's that four seam, someone's trying to blow you away with the fastball to finish the at-bat, but that one pulled the string on.
Here's Trevor Story. He's off to a really nice start. He swings and misses at a big fastball, 95 miles an hour. I mean, Story overall is 2 for 11, but he has driven in 2. He has struck out 5 times. I think the swings and the at-bats have looked good. 0-1. The pitch is fouled on the first base side. He hit the first home run of the season for the Sox yesterday. Totally jobbed by C.B. Buckner, who is on the line behind Kyle Hudson. Steely-eyed is C.B. And he was the talk of baseball. I mean, you just couldn't get away from it. Every channel you turned on, video clips playing of all the brutally missed calls. 0-2 to Story, but we turn the page to Game 3 of the season. The pitch to Trevor is high in the air into center field. Myers started back now in, and a lazy fly is handled out there, 2 down. For it, the Reds steer at first, McLean at second base. De La Cruz, the shortstop, with Suarez at third. Friedel in left, Myers in center, and Noelvi Marte in right field with Stevenson behind the plate. Here comes Jarren Duran with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Clouder throws. Jarren takes a pitch outside. That defensive alignment brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. Jarren's looked good at the plate. Seen a lot of lefties early. The 1-0 is low. He started as the DH against the lefty Abbott, and then now in his role as the DH, he's seeing a lot of relievers and good ones come out from the left side to see him. 2-0. He's deep in the box. Bat straight up and down. The pitch is swung on and missed. Wow, he's got that off-speed stuff working. That was a really good slider.
Yeah, Lauder tends to pitch backwards. A 2-0 slider right there. And going back and watching his tape, 3-0, 3-2, 2-0, loves that pitch.
He pitches. The 2-1 is popped up. Shallow left field. And so Lauder's return to the mound. It's been more than 500 days since he's taken a big league mound. It was a beauty. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom 1 next. Connolly early to the hill for the Sox and the Shaws. And Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Ryan Williams here with 128 Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric, the official home service company of the Boston Red Sox. April means baseball is back. Fenway is buzzing, and before you know it, that first hot day of the year sneaks up on you. The good news is that April is for the early birds, those who get their AC installed or replaced before the summertime rush. Now through May, save up to $2,000 on an air conditioning install with 128. Just mention the early bird when you book at call128.com and go Sox.
You hear that? Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you get out and enjoy it thanks to the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app. Download it and save time by grocery shopping online. Get exclusive deals and rewards points. Plus, right now, $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30 at checkout. Pick up prepared meals like sandwiches and our wicked good hot wings. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
Jockey was founded on a simple notion: to satisfy the human need for comfort. Sure, there are plenty of brands out there that talk about comfort. At Jockey, we don't just talk about it, we obsess over it. Every stitch, every fit, every detail, all designed with your comfort in mind. That's 150 years of perfecting what others overlook. Because comfort isn't claimed, it's crafted. Jockey, crafting comfort since 1876.
Rob Bradford here. Come celebrate health goals with Awaken 180 at the Baseballs and Boring Best Shape of My Life Club Party Tuesday, March 31st. Join me, Rich Hill, and others with food, prizes, and more from 6 to 8 at Cisco Brewers Fenway.
Hi, this is Connolly Early. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Connolly early on the mound for the first time of many in 2026. It's scoreless. We go to the bottom of the first. TJ Friedel, left-handed hitter, has done some damage in this series, is ready, and Connolly fires a fastball. He challenged him with 94 and is fouled right back, 0-1. Connolly earned this spot in the rotation. He was their best pitcher in spring training, a kid who debuted, was fantastic over 4 regular season starts, and then within a month of debuting, pitched in Yankee Stadium in the playoffs. The 0-1 is lined into left field. Yoshida pauses, and he cannot get there. That was sort of a sinking line drive. Massa a little bit frozen, so an opposite field hit for Friedel to begin things for Cincy.
Yeah, I think that's getting down with anybody in left field. That one, as you said, kind of jammed him a little bit. That sinker beat him. Just kind of dunked it in.
Well, it's just like hitting. If you don't play the field that often, it can be hard no matter how good you are. I'm with you, though. I think that was down. All right, here we go into the Hornets' nest with Matt McLean, the right-handed hitter. Connolly has worked so hard to add muscle. He throws harder now. The pitch at double play depth is a strike on the inside corner.
Well, I think you're seeing so far, these Reds, I mean, they're aggressive anyways. They're free swingers. They swing it a lot. But they know how many strikes early throws. They're going to be aggressive with them.
Matt McLean, right-hander, who's been hot to start the year, takes a wild pitch. That was a slider in the dirt. Wong did not know where it was, and just now he picks it up off the track. I don't know that he had much chance to get that one in the dirt, spiked, and it's 1-1.
Well, today's age, and with catching and the one knee catching, it's even tougher for these catchers to slide their bodies over. That one was almost off the back foot of McLean,
who's 3 for 7 with 3 walks and 1 batted in. So trouble immediately for Connolly early. Scoreless game in the first. Sets up on the first base side. 1-1 to McLean. The pitch is swung on a miss. How good is that changeup? Just a butterfly, and it's 1-2.
Well, his four-seam fastball is so good. Even at 94 miles an hour, a good extension. It rides up in the zone, can get in on righties, which makes that changeup down and away, if located, play up.
Well, and all that pitch ability is his superpower. It's so rare these days for young pitchers, especially 1-2. Connolly throws, and McLean takes a high fastball. I mean, Connolly, when he got to West Point, he was like 130 pounds soaking wet, and he threw in the low 80s, and there he learned how to get people out with all these different offerings. Now he's gotten bigger and stronger. He throws harder, but that pitch ability remains. Early test for him. The 2-2 is a little bit low with a changeup.
You almost feel like that's an advantage for pitchers to pitch at the next level of college baseball with less stuff. You have to learn how to pitch. You have to learn how to command and throw different pitches for strikes in certain counts. And then the strength and the velocity comes after that.
This guy had an unbelievable spring. McLean here, though, he takes strike 3 called on the inside corner. A changeup, a beauty from Connolly early, and his first strikeout of this season comes at a great time.
Not sure that was the location he wanted that changeup, trying to go away with that pitch, pulled it back middle in, but froze McLean, thinking that was a four-seamer coming in on the hands, and it tailed back to the corner.
It's big time, but not out of the woods by a long shot. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, who homered from the left side yesterday. Here, batting righty against Early, 1 on, 1 out, and he swings and fouls it off. I'm not sure he's taken a first pitch yet in this series.
No, he is up there to swing it. That's fact.
2 for his first 8 with that home run. Some MVP talk around De La Cruz, which good luck with Ohtani in the National League. 0-1 is inside. I love that Connolly is not afraid to go in there. That was 95 miles an hour, and that sets up so many other things he wants to do.
That's so true. In order to make your secondary pitches effective, even the fastball away effective, you have to make hitters uncomfortable. Get them off the plate.
1-1 to Ellie De La Cruz. Runner at second with 1 down. The pitch is swung on and missed. Now that's impressive. That's challenge on power, 95, and it's 1-2.
That's the cat and mouse, right? If I'm a hitter and I get fastball up around my chin, I'm thinking, okay, here comes something soft, maybe a changeup away, and then another four-seam, and he was late.
1-2. Now he's got everything at his fingertips. Early can go in so many different directions. Here's the 1-2, and it is swung on and fouled. It was a curveball. I think the first of those that he's thrown, and De La Cruz just gets a piece to stay alive.
Yeah, that was a good one. It came out of that same tunnel as that four-seamer at the top of the zone and then dipped down below for the foul ball. That's where you want it. Can't get hurt down there.
Early does such a great job of that. The release point is the same. Everything starts to look similar out of the hand. 1-2 to De La Cruz, always dangerous. Backed up on the infield. The pitch is swung on and foul. He just got a piece of it. So he's battling.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fastballs in and curveballs in this at bat. Fastball away might, even with as aggressive as De La Cruz is, fastball away could freeze him here because he could be thinking, here comes changeup.
He's always a high strikeout hitter. You'd love one here. Early looks to second for a long while. The 1-2 is high with a fastball. 2 years ago, De La Cruz led the National League with 218 strikeouts. Last year, some improvement, but still 181 of them. But you'll take it with 25 homers and 67 steals and all that he does defensively. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Early throws and a high fly into center field. Out goes Meyer. In comes Duran. Look out. Somebody's got to get there, and it's Jaron in the end. Catch that high fly. That's a big answer for Early. And they're 2 away for the very impressive Sal Stewart.
And that was a nice battle right there, and a good test for Connolly here early in this one. He made some pitches. If he did miss, he missed out of the zone where he couldn't get hurt. That was a perfectly executed four-seamer up and in right on the corner, De La Cruz.
So here's Sal Stewart, who is 5 for 8 with a homer. His slug is 1250. That's just his slugging percentage. It's only 2 games, but still.
Yikes.
2 down. That's a Middlebrooksian start to a season as Connolly spins back to second. You know, we talk about his pitchability and all the things he does. Don't you think his poise is his main attribute?
That's number 1 for me. He's just calm. It's almost like Roman, where no situation's too big.
2 down. The pitch to Stewart was a good one. Called a ball. Now that would be one you would consider, but not this early. I think the Red Sox have been burned a little bit. I think they'll be a little trigger shy today, especially in the early innings. What a start for Sal Stewart. The 1-0 is a little bit low. A changeup. You know, you got Eugenio Suarez on deck, and as crazy as it sounds, I mean, Suarez is a almost 50 home run guy, but sometimes guys are just on a heater, and you can be careful with them.
That is it.
It's not who, it's when you face them. And this guy Stewart is scorching. 2-0 early throws, and he bounces one in there. He doesn't look like he wants to give in.
I'm not sure I blame him. What we've seen so far in these first 2.
Now, we do know one thing, that Sal Stewart has the green light and will be aggressive 3-0. So it's not like you want to just give in here, and I don't see any reason or signs that Connolly would do that here. 3-0. Friedel leading at second. The pitch is right in there. That was a strike. That was a fastball at 91, so he just kind of grooved one in there. It was taken, and it's 3-1.
That was a four-seamer. It wasn't his normal one. That was 91 miles an hour. Almost had a little cut to it.
Maybe a new weapon. As if he needs more. 3-1 to Stewart. The pitch is in the dirt. Again, he just didn't want to do much there to Sal Stewart. He takes his walk. We saw Sal Stewart before the game today, barefooted, about 45 minutes before the game, coming into the batter's box. A little Tristan Casas in him.
Visualization. Tough word. That game. You get the drift.
Easy for you to say. No problem. Coffee, please. Here's Eugenio Suarez. He said the other day with a laugh, 1 o'clock starts this time of year are beautiful. His body clock is very much in the rhythm to pitch this time of day. He's thrown 20 pitches, and again, an early test for the young left-hander. 2 on, 2 out for Suarez. Pitch is swung on and missed. Now, that's where you want to live with him. 95 up above the zone. Suarez is only 1 for 9 to start the year. He has driven in a run, but you wonder if you can get through a whole series keeping him down. Always scary. 0-1. Connolly at the belt, looks to second and throws, and Suarez takes a fastball outside, and it is 1-1. Now, something to watch in this game. You want Connolly to go deep. The Red Sox in games 1 and 2 have leaned hard into their bullpen, especially yesterday in 11 innings. They don't have a ton at the back end. 1-1. The pitch is swung on and missed. That was great. Good slider. I mean, they want Oviedo to piggyback from Ranger. They can always audible on that, but there's not a lot of length after Watson was so good yesterday.
Really just Moran out there who hasn't thrown outside of Oviedo.
1-2 to Suarez, trying to pitch out of a jam. Connolly comes home, and Suarez takes strike 3 on the inside corner. Beautiful fastball, 96. Connolly dials it up. And there is a beautiful start to the first. It was stressful, but all's well that ends well. No score after 1 of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You're out of there, leaky store brands.
When all else fails, switch to North Shore Adult Diapers. That's total lockdown protection for even the heaviest control problems. Try North Shore Adult Diapers at northshore.com today and focus on life, not leaks.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Ugh, not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Wilson Contreras leading off in the top of the second. Rhett Lauder was great in the first here. Contreras takes a strike on the inside corner. First pitch brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Hurt in a work or car accident? Get Glassman all sevens after 6-1-7 the 0-1. Contreras loops one into shallow left center field. Myers went back now, gliding in on the run. He's there to make the play. Maybe a little bit jammed there. Contreras, who's still looking for his first hit, is retired. There's one down.
Yeah, Lauder very much so pitching to contact. Right? He's around the zone. Everything has some late movement to the edges. He's been good so far.
Here now, yesterday's almost hero, Wilyer Abreu. You know, Alex has gone back to calling him Wilger. I mean, he himself has pronounced his own name to me 17 different ways. Here's Abreu, who takes a ball outside. I got to get to him again, because it was Wilyer for a long time, and then it's Wilger, and it's Wheelier. I just want to know what he wants.
Abreu's pretty consistent.
1-0. That's low.
For Willie.
Good take. I like Willie, too. Slider. And it's 2-0. How about just stud hitter?
Wilger's fun to say, though. I like it.
I might have to go with it. And I still also need to make a decision on Suarez, what we're going to go with there. The 2-0 is pop foul. Almost got that one.
Run hair's fun.
I like it, too.
Which I heard him say it that way.
Exactly.
In the presser.
So let's go with it. Heart of the Order brought to you by Amvutra. Ask your doctor about Amvutra. Visit amvutra.com. 2-1. Abreu takes a mighty rip, but a fastball looked to be above the zone there, but he couldn't lay off. And it's 2-2. What a day for him. And one thing we've learned about Wilyer Abreu is that home runs for him come in bunches.
Oh, they do.
When he gets hot, they just roll off his barrel. One down, top two, no score. 2-2 to Abreu. Lauder throws, and Wilyer pops it down the left field line, slicing toward the chalk. Long run over for Friedel, and in foul ground, he makes the play. Good range in left, so a foul out, and 2 down.
That was the change up there. You've seen from Lauder throw any pitch, any count, any time, and everything so far has been commanded in the zone.
First strikeout was brought to you by Weichert Realtors. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you got a partner that'll guide you every step of the way. Dream, move, home. Here's a guy dying for his first hit, Caleb Durbin, and it's a ground ball foul. Chopper on the third base side, 0-1. I thought his at-bats yesterday looked very good.
A couple hard-hit balls, a couple lineouts. He's right there.
Third in the NL Rookie of the Year voting a season ago. The 2 down, base is empty. Scoreless game. The pitch is a broken back grounder. Foul. The barrel, like Braveheart, went under Lauder's feet past the mound. Freedom.
He beat me to it. I was going to go to it, but not yet.
I mean, this time of the game or this time of the season?
We'll go game. That sinker got all in on the hands.
All right, so that happens. You get jammed. You break about. Are you thinking anything different on the next one?
Well, the pitcher, that tells the pitcher you're late, right? And you're not getting extended. So you can either go back in there a little further, or it opens up the outer half for that slider he loves so much.
Set up away, and the 0-2 is exactly that, the slider. But that was a relatively easy take for Durbin. Easy for me to say, and it's 1-2. But it didn't really start looking like a strike right away. 1-2 to Caleb Durbin. Here it is. And Caleb bounces one back to the mound. Lauder's got it. He walks half the way to first. Little horseshoe flip in time. Lauder looks great through 2. He's needed only 18 pitches. Connolly early. Not much of a break in the dugout. He's back to the mound. Second. Scoreless on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Hey, Massachusetts. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
Spring is back in Red Sox Nation, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As the official lawn care provider of the Boston Red Sox, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass. Built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Connolly early back on the mound to face Spencer Steer, right-hander, who's 0 for 7 to start the year. He fouls it back with a mighty rip. And it is 0-1. Connolly needed 24 pitches to get through the first inning, so he's hoping for a quick one here. Dane Myers on deck. 0-1. Here is a line drive into center field coming on. Duran with a foot first slide. He hangs on. Nice play off to his left there by Duran. That's a beautiful play. 1 down.
Yeah, it sure was. That ball was smoked, and you were so accustomed to Sadon being out there and everything hitting the air. You're like, that's caught. Just sinking liner. Duran, nice play. A little foot first slide. It's a hard read, tough read for a center fielder. 106 off the bat.
So here now is Dane Myers, right-handed hitter. He blocked the bunt, took it back on a curveball, and it's 1-0.
Myers had that walk-off single in yesterday's game.
You know, he changed their plans sort of with a dominant, fabulous spring training. This former Marlin, the 1-0, down and in. In fact, there was some thought that maybe Noelvi Marte might not start opening day because of how good this guy was. And we got high hopes for him. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 down in the bottom of the second. Early throws, and Myers takes one right there. 96 miles an hour. O'Connelly's feeling himself here with the velocity.
Well, he knows if he's going to go to the 4-seamer in the zone, he's got to put a little extra on it.
2-1 to Myers. Here it is. That looked good, and it was called a strike on the outside corner. Not sure that's exactly where they wanted to go, but still, it hit the outside corner. 2-2.
Yeah, Wong was set up in once again to Myers. Leaked that one over the plate a little bit. Got away with it.
Two and two. The pitch is a liner on the left side past the lunge of Trevor Story into the outfield. And so Dane Myers has yet another knock. He's hot to start the season. He's aboard with 1 down.
Yeah, that was a good curveball, too. It was about 8-10 inches below the zone. He went down and got it, hit it hard in that 6-hole.
So again, this Reds lineup continues to impress. And a little mini jam yet again for early. He'll bring up Tyler Stevenson, the catcher today, who is 0 for his first 3. In the opener, Trevino caught yesterday. Double play depth behind early. He'd love that here. Pitch is a strike right in there. And it's 0-1. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during this year, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. They're here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. 0-1 to Stevenson. Not much of a power threat. He lines one foul and out of play down the right field side.
Put him away quick right here. 0-2. Keep that pitch count down. Or even better, a little 6-4-3 action.
Such a good point. I mean, it's no disrespect to any hitter. They're all big leaguers, but this part of the lineup, you just don't want to be wasting too many pitches. 0-2, way inside. Yanked the fastball at 95, 1-2.
That one almost got Stevenson on the hip. Just missed him.
We've seen it with other Red Sox young pitchers, especially people like Brian Bayo, where sometimes that does take a little while to learn the importance of efficiency, especially early in a start. 1-2. That's a beauty, and it's right at the shortstop. Story to second for 1. Marcelo, quick return. Power to first. You caught it, and you received it. 6-4-3 indeed. We go to the 3rd inning. No score. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys have been Boston's go-to injury attorneys for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you've got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. That's 617-777-7777.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep. Get coaching and insights for every age, stage, and cycle. Track over 140 habits. Get a 360 view of your training and workouts. Never miss a second of data with a wireless and waterproof charger. Expect all new features all the time.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Masataka Yoshida to lead it off for the Red Sox. His first at-bat as a starter. He pinch hit yesterday, drew a 4-pitch walk, and then perfectly sprinted back to the dugout. And excited to see him get a good look here today. Red Sox looking to get anything going against Rhett Lauder, who's retired the first 6 hitters of the game. Massa is the 7th batter, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. You've been hurt in a car or work accident, you gotta get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. All right, here we go with Massa, who was just a stud in the WBC. Had a great camp with the Red Sox. Pitch from Lauder is taken for a strike right on the outside corner, 0-1.
Look, Massa's healthy. That's number one for him. I think if he's getting somewhat consistent at bats, he'll put up some numbers.
Which may be hard to come by. The 0-1 is low. Takes a fastball there, 1-1. One thing is, I think because he has had limited success in the big leagues, I'm not sure he gets the respect that is due.
Right.
If you make mistakes, he will punish you. 1-1. Pitch is low. Good take. He'll always do that. He gives quality at bats. You need him to get on base more than he did last year and hit the ball in the air.
I need him hitting for power because I don't want to say he's going to clog the bases, but he's not stealing bases or scoring from first for you.
Marcelo's out on deck. The 2-1 is outside. Good take there. And it's 3-1. So here comes one of those spots you're talking about. I mean, you'd like him to kind of turn and burn here in a hitter's count.
That's his role offensively.
3-1 to Massa. Lauder winds, he throws, and Yoshida takes outside. Ball 4. You will certainly take that. The Red Sox have their first base runner of the game, and here comes their hottest hitter, Marcelo Meyer.
Hey, just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last.
All right, so here is Marcelo. 3 for his first 7. The pitch is swung on a miss. He's going to get a lot of that. I mean, that breaking stuff down and in. He has had difficulty early in his big league career.
Yeah, he sells out for fastball early in counts a lot. Other teams are picking up on that, spinning them down and in.
Game of adjustments. Double play depth with Yoshida at first. Marcelo cannot check his swing. I think you're sort of okay with no appeal there from Adam Beck. He did go around, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, if you're guessing fastball or dead red, you're going to be susceptible to those sliders down and in, and then a changeup down and away just like that on the check swing.
So quickly 0-2. Lauder out of the stretch for the first time. Throws, and Marcelo lines one high and deep toward the left field corner. Friedel on the run. He's there to make the play. Massa was almost all the way to second. He's got to sprint back to the bag. Standing up, Marcelo gave it a ride, but Friedel really has good range out in left.
It was a good swing by Marcelo. I mean, it was a ball up and away off the plate, way above the zone actually. Pretty swing happy so far.
So here now is Connor Wong, who just is dying to get off to a good start. First at bat of the season yesterday. He struck out on 3 sliders here. He takes a fastball, probably looking for spin after yesterday, and it was right there 0-1.
Yeah, Lauder's doing a great job of getting strike 1. He's done that a lot.
So Yoshida at first base, 1 out, top 3. Wong waits. Pitch is lined into right field, sinking. That's down for a hit. Yoshida will have to hold there. Sort of what Will's talking about. It was a kind of a jam shot from Wong, but who cares? He will take it. And now 2 on with 1 out for Roman Anthony.
Yeah, a little 2-seamer sinking fastball got in on the hands of Connor, but you'll take it any way possible.
So how about this little rally from the bottom of the order to turn it over?
That's it.
Traffic for Roman.
That's it. I mean, it's so important for the bottom third to find a way on base, turn it over, get your big guys up there with runners on.
Well, Roman, who's a little frustrated, I'm sure, after a couple straight strikeouts between yesterday and today, has a big chance here. The pitch to him way inside and low, a changeup, and that's ball 1.
We talked to AC a little bit earlier. Are you concerned at all about how many ground balls he's hitting? He said, no, you know, that's kind of the progression of the hitter, but his ground balls are different. They're 112 off the bat.
Yes, they are. Way over to pull. The pitch is right in there. I think he'd like another look at that. That's one that he could turn on.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, look, he didn't get his pitch. He's clearly looking for off speed there. The best hitters will take that pitch. They're not going to swing anyways. Not
amazing how mature he already is with a plan. 1-1 is low. It's kind of an alternating changeup fastball sequence here. And it is 2-1.
Yeah, well, we've seen Anthony get a lot of sliders like Marcelo Meyer down and in as counts go on. Let's see if they go to that.
Big chance here. 2 on, 1 out. A 2-1 pitch. Here it is. And Roman takes a ball. Very patient and aware. And now this gets fun. 3-1 to Anthony.
Well, this is the count Louder likes to go to off speed. He has in the past and today.
3-1 to Anthony. Pitch is swung on and grounded hard and foul outside of first. It was a slider. And you know, Roman knows that. I mean, the detail that goes on in these hitters' meetings is unbelievable.
You know, and even now when I prepare to do these games as a broadcaster, I still look at the pitchers and look at their counts and what they like to throw certain pitches, and I almost prepare as if I'm hitting. I like to think along with them, you know.
It helps us out. Our fans love it. 3-2 to Roman. They lead at first and second. The pitch is swung on and missed. Wow. Sinker that Roman chased up and out of the zone. He's in a little bit of a mini rut, and they're 2 down.
That one was borderline. It was just above, maybe half a ball above the zone, too close to take. They'd like to see him at least foul that off.
Well, early in this season, the Red Sox have had some issues striking with runners in scoring position. Now it's to Trevor's Story to try to pick his teammate up here. 2 on, 2 out to Trevor. The pitch is swung on and missed. He chased another high heater, and it is 0-1. You like that he was ready to pull the trigger there.
Louder's been in the zone so often early in counts. I don't blame him.
Trying to cash this opportunity in. Trevor with the open stance. Pitch is swung on and grounded up the middle. De La Cruz to his left. He's got it. He will hold. Throw to first just in time, and the rally fizzles just like that. Man, you couldn't set it up any better than that. 2 on for Roman and Trevor, and they do not score. To the bottom of the third we go. No scores. Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Spring is back in Red Sox Nation, which means it's time to get your yard ready for the season ahead. Cookouts, backyard catch, friends and family together. Your lawn is the backdrop to it all. So this season, get your lawn ready with Pennington and keep it strong all year long. As the official lawn care provider of the Boston Red Sox, Pennington is all about thick, durable grass. Built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed, available at the Home Depot.
Do you suffer from sore feet, back, knee, or hip pain? The Good Feet Arch Support System has helped many people find relief, like Tim.
I'm always telling my colleagues who have sore feet, this is the greatest thing. I'll even take my shoe off and show them. And I believe in the product so much. When you have something that works, you kind of want to share it with people. It worked for me, maybe it can work for you.
Or do you wake up at night with heel pain, like Crystal?
I would wake up in the middle of the night with all kinds of pain in my heels and in my arch. So I went to the Good Feet store. And ever since then, I've been pain-free. I wear them every day. I wear them when I walk, at the gym, when I work. They're great.
Get back to walking, working, and exercising, and imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop into the Good Feet store today for a free fitting and test walk. We have 10 locations throughout Boston and southern New Hampshire to serve you.
Back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you go and enjoy it. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Right now, get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Connolly early back to work. He adjusts his hair underneath his cap. He's got great hair, does Connolly. Seeing Noelvi Marte kick things off in this bottom of the third inning. Red Sox left a couple on base, their first threat of the game. Connolly throws. Marte takes a wobbly curve that really never bent in, all the way back to the backstop for ball one. Get you caught up on the Subaru of New England scoreboard with so much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Connolly winds the 1-0 inside ball. Yankees are off today. They swept the San Francisco Giants. 3 games out by the Bay. Weird schedule because they were the opener on Wednesday with the off day in between. Blue Jays looking to go 3-0 themselves. 2-0. That's a strike. Slider on the inside corner, 2-1.
And Blue Jays 2 walk-off wins there at the Rogers Center to start their year. It'll get the juices flowing.
It would appear they've carried some of that magic over. 2-1. Pitch. High fly into center field. Jaron Duran racing in. So to Yoshida, and it's going to be Massa to take over. Make the play, 1 down.
Yeah, once again, like game 1, the wind playing a factor. There's no routine fly ball today. It's all hands on deck because once he goes up there, it's moving all over the place.
Look at the flags out in the outfield and the bunting out in right. I mean, it's howling here today. That's why you worry if anything hit hard gets up into the jet stream toward left. So here now is TJ Friedel, left-handed hitter. No score. Sox and Reds. Caleb Durbin fearing the bunt, comes in at third. The pitch is inside, ball 1. Third inning brought to you by Citgo. Club you want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. 1-0. Pitch. Connolly gets a pop-up. Will it stay in play? No way. It's way back and out. 1-1. Friedel's look good to me to start this season.
Had a good club, right? So, for so long, you looked at this Cincinnati Reds team and you just thought, oh, they're not competitive, they're not good. This is a very competitive team.
1-1. Connolly throws and almost hit him. A sweeper that did not. Blue Jays lead the A's, by the way, 3-0 after 3 at the Rogers Center. Mets trying to go 3-0, although they trail the Pirates 2-1 in third. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch. Friedel takes a ball. Way outside. A 4-game series between the Angels and the Astros. Mike Trout and LA won the first 2. Then the Astros bounced back yesterday. Finale just underway, where we'll be tomorrow in Houston. 3-1. Early throws. And a fastball fouled off first base side.
Early not exactly dialed with his command as we got used to seeing. We only saw him for 19 innings in the regular season last year and then an outing in New York or in the wild card series, but a little bit all over the place, missing some spots so far.
He's already thrown 44 pitches, which is not great given where the bullpen is. 3-2 is a strike on the outside corner. Ring him up. Connolly has got his third punch out. He has, though, Will, done that here today.
He has. Right, you get the 2 strikes. He is able to finish a couple of these batters off. He missed bat a couple times in that at bat and then just dots 94 down and away to get Friedel.
Well, he heard you talking smack about his command. He just made his best pitch of the day.
Sometimes you got to rattle the cage a little bit.
Speak truth.
I was holding up a sign up here so you can see it.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Matt McClain. That is a curveball that missed. Red Sox on EEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Final days of truck month. Hurry in and secure your deal on a Ford truck, the official truck of the Red Sox and Ford, official vehicle of Major League Baseball. 1-0. Strike. I haven't asked him. I would bet Connolly's a truck man.
Oh, yeah. I think so. A lot of truck guys on this club.
It's changed, hasn't it? I mean, it used to be sports cars in the players' lot. Now it's just all kinds of Raptor trucks and F-150s everywhere you go. 1-1 outside. In fact, the first road trip I ever took with the Red Sox, I pulled down Jersey Street toward the player lot, and I hadn't been around. Nobody knew me, and I pulled up in like a black Ford Escape, I should say. And they were like, who are you? The 2-1 pitch is outside. And I said, I'm here to do the broadcast. I'm going to go with the team. And they were like, sorry, I just didn't recognize because it wasn't some monster truck.
It wasn't a McLaren.
Yeah, it was a 2011 Ford Escape.
It wasn't a Velociraptor.
3-1 pitch to McClain is a little bit outside, ball 4. Well, that's not what he wants to do. I know McClain's dangerous, but with the pitch count and this man, De La Cruz, on deck, that's an unforced error. Connolly issues his second walk of the day. And here is De La Cruz. Did you buy yourself a truck when you signed?
As an 18-year-old, I did. Nothing crazy, though. It was an Avalanche.
Beautiful.
Remember that?
You deserved it. 1 on, 2 out. De La Cruz skies one down the right field side and out of play.
It was very used. Very used.
You know, that has changed as signing bonuses have gone up and up. You go to these minor league parking lots, guys have got massive rigs.
It's funny, the draft is. You know, you get these bonus babies that have all this money, and then you have some guys that signed for a plane ticket.
0-1. De La Cruz fouls another one off. Connolly early, it's a later round, 5th round pick for the Red Sox. He did not get some huge signing bonus, but he strikes me as the kind of guy, even if he had, it would have been in a CD and a savings account. His head is on right. Picked all the way back in 23, 0-2. I say all the way back. Not that long ago. The pitch in the dirt through the wickets of Wong. I think he had a chance to smother that as it is. We'll see how they score it. McLean is up to second base. I mean, they're going to score at a wild pitch, which often happens when it gets in the dirt.
Yeah, hit the ground first. Little back foot breaking ball.
Again.
But still, that's a ball that your catcher's got to keep in front of him.
Yes, and we know that everybody in baseball does it with the one knee down. It is just so much harder to get in that good blocking technique. 1-2 to De La Cruz. Runner at second with 2 down in his third. Here's the pitch. And a changeup is fouled off on the third base side.
Great pitch.
Now 54 pitches thrown by Connolly. A sign of the times. I say he didn't sign for that much. Connolly got $408,000 when he signed. Well above slot value. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. That was a fastball. Impressive stuff. But to your point, not great command thus far early in this one. This is yet another key sequence. 55 pitches thrown.
What's tough with this lineup is you just can't miss. So many guys that'll make you pay.
Maybe most of all this one. The 1-2 check swing that missed outside with a changeup. It's 2-2, and I mean this is real protection early in the season for De La Cruz with Stewart out on deck.
The way it looks, it might be protection for the whole year.
Yep. He's got some special power in those hands. 2 balls, 2 strikes to De La Cruz. Here it is. And it is right there. Strike 3 called. He freezes De La Cruz. And Connolly early strikes out a pair in the inning and somehow escapes again. Scoreless to the 4th on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep. Get coaching and insights for every age, stage, and cycle. Track over 140 habits. Get a 360 view of your training and workouts. Never miss a second of data with a wireless and waterproof charger. Expect all new features all the time.
Weekends aren't for stressing about yard work. They're for stepping back and loving what you see. Reclaim your Saturdays. At United Ag and Turf, we know the right equipment makes all the difference. Get 2.9% financing for 84 months, plus up to $1,750 off select compact tractors. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're united. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealer. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. See dealer for details.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty, that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jaron Duran to lead it off in the top of the 4th. Scoreless Sox and Reds. The pitch to JD is ball. Fastball down and in. Ball 1. Duran, frustrated his first time, popped out to the shortstop. 2 for his first 9. I think the at-bats have looked better than that. Here he swings and misses over a great slider. It's 1-1.
You're just waiting for Louder to crack. Do something wrong. Just hasn't made a bad pitch yet.
So he's had 2 on with 1 out in the 3rd, and their big hitters up. They did not cash in, trying to spark a new rally here in the 4th. 1-1.
Jaron chased one way up and out of the zone. And it's 1-2. Fourth inning brought to you by Cars for Kids. The deadline for filing taxes is now. Don't miss the chance to donate your car to Cars for Kids for a 2026 tax deduction. CarsForKids.org today. Cars with a K. 1-2. Swinging a high fly into right field. He just missed that one. Out goes the second baseman, McLean. In comes Marte, and it is the second baseman to make the play. Well, you could still donate your Avalanche if you want for a little tax break.
That is in a scrapyard somewhere in North Texas.
It probably lived a good life with you. It saw some things, that Avalanche.
I'm going to go no comment on that one, Willie.
I just mean great minor league towns.
Yeah, of course.
Went to a lot of Outback Steakhouses as Wilson Contreras
Buffalo
looking for his
Wild Wings,
first hit. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Olive Garden. All the staples. Waffle House.
It's amazing. You look back on those years, 0-1 the pitch. Is a check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And it's 0-2. I was talking to Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer and a longtime Cincinnati great, about how much it hit me when I made it to the big leagues for the first time. Why guys were so mad when they got sent down to AAA after getting a taste of the major leagues, as Contreras hits a rocket to short over the glove of De La Cruz. That may be an error on Ellie, but it was a smoke shot for Contreras, and he's aboard with one away. They're going to give him a hit. He'll take it, his first of the year. That's beautiful home cooking, protecting their shortstop, and Contreras gets a knock.
Well, right across the glass from me, about 2 feet, is the official scorer. And I'm watching him as that's hit, because he's looking at exit velos and everything, because that plays into it. But I thought that was more of an error than the one to Durbin the other day that bounced over his glove. About the same type of play.
I did too. If runs score here, Louder will not like that. Here is Willier. He takes a hot fastball way high.
And that was 110 off the bat, so that's why that played into that being a hit.
It was smoked, and Contreras will definitely take it. So 1 on, 1 out. Abreu, always a threat to go deep. Here's the 1-0, and it is swung on and fouled off. He came out of his shoes. That was a good sinker. I think maybe looking for more velocity than that. 92, and it's 1-1.
That was a good swing. It was middle elevated. Good pitch to hit for Willier.
He's tried to shorten that swing, and he's really been able to do that. The 1-1 low. Change up. I mean, he got 4 straight splitters in the 9th inning yesterday and launched the last of them out to tie the game. It's the kind of hitter you really can't double up on. He will get you. Good count for him here. 2-1. Pitch is way outside with a changeup, and now a great count for Willier. It's 3-1.
I'm sitting slider here.
Well, he murders that pitch. See if he gets one.
Which could change how they go about it, but they're setting up a way.
3-1. The pitch is swung on and fouled off. Wow, that was a fastball. He'd like that one back. 3-2.
Swing looks good. He looks so balanced every time he lets one loose.
We hit the rocket to make it a 1-run game and then tied it with the homer in the 9th. And just carrying over after being the star for Team Venezuela. 3-2. Check in over at first. I would be shocked if Contreras were going anywhere. Top 4, no score in Cincy. There's a massive hole on the left side of the infield. Abreu so rarely goes that way. 3-2. Is swung on and popped foul. Get in the seats. It's way over there, and it will get out of play.
The wind blowing right to left helped that one get out of here, too.
I mean, Suarez, the third baseman, is where for 110 years the shortstop would play. De La Cruz is as close to behind the second base bag as he can be without breaking the rules. But with the first baseman holding Contreras, there's a reasonable hole on the right side of the infield. 3-2. To Willier, the pitch is swung on and lined foul and out of play. He's been a little tardy on these heaters. Dare he go back there and challenge him again?
I'd love a knock here, but I'd love a walk too. I'll tell you why in a minute.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Durbin is out on deck. Louder throws, and Willier swings and fouls it off. That was a hanging slider, maybe on the outer half, but it stays 3-2.
Well, he's fouled off his best fastball and his best off-speed, both the changeup and the slider. So if you're Louder, you're going, what the heck? How do I get it past this guy? And as a hitter, you feel very confident as this at-bat goes on.
He's not lacking that at this point in his career. Abreu 3-2 with Contreras leading at first. He's hopping around the pitch. He is swung on and driven high and deep into right field. Adios! What an at-bat for Abreu. He goes deep for the second straight day. Battle 1-2-0 Red Sox.
Look, Lauder just ran out of pitches to get Abreu out with. He was better off walking him. He had fouled off so many tough pitches. He saw everything he had. As that at-bat goes on, the batter gets so confident because he knows you have nothing to beat him with anymore. That ball was absolutely obliterated.
And he went with the slider again, and he did not get away with it. Derek Johnson comes to the mound. It's going to be a special year for Abreu. We've been saying it for 2 weeks, Will, and this guy, they do come in bunches for him. You cannot make that pitch to him, and he paid it off.
Gosh, is he good right now.
A little bit less of a bat toss than the one.
It's almost like he didn't know that was gone, right? he like he wasn't sure, but that got way out of here.
It was into the wind. I mean, I think on a normal Cincinnati day, that's 400 plus.
Yeah, but he's got that 2-iron. He can just pierce through the wind with it.
Awesome for Abreu. They break through. And, beyond that, it was a great long at-bat, 9th pitch of the AB, so that makes Lauder work. Here's Caleb Durbin. He's saying, give me some Wilson Contreras home cooking. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Wouldn't that be a great half inning to get Contreras and Durbin their first hits and an Abreu homer sandwiched in between? The 1-0. He is way outside. Slider, and it's 2-0.
Maybe that scares Lauder out of the zone a little bit. Sometimes one swing can do that for a pitcher. You've seen fastball way in, slider way down and away to start this at bat.
2-0 to Durbin. Here it is. Caleb takes a borderline pitch called a strike. You're not going to see a challenge there, but it is 2-1. You've lived it, Will. I mean, a great at-bat like that can get in a pitcher's head.
Oh, totally.
2-1 to Caleb. Is lined down the right field line, slicing foul. He's been so close. Well balanced swing there. It's 2-2. It went back to the pitcher his first time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Check swing. He went around. They appeal to first, and Durbin is struck out. They're 2 down.
The rare right-on-right changeup for Lauder didn't do that a whole lot in the past. And Durbin had seen some fastballs into him. He obviously saw the slider away. That one just dropped off the table. Couldn't hold up.
So here now Massa, and he was so patient his first at bat. You wonder whether he's looking to ambush here. The pitch is way up and outside. He has not thrown Massa many quality pitches at all. It's 1-0. Massa walked for the second straight game. 2 down, 2 in on an Abreu blast. The pitch is a little outside. Slider that did miss, and it's 2-0. My goodness, is Will Abreu about to bust out? Be one of the stars of this game. 2-0. The pitch is high and away. So Yoshida has a chance to walk 3 straight plate appearances with Marcelo out on deck. (3-0) to Yoshida. The Macho Man takes high, ball 4. I mean, in his last 3 plate appearances, he has seen, there goes the form run down to first. What has he seen? 13 pitches and 3 walks?
Yeah, look, I was excited about this, and I'm going to get to it. That walk is brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit NorthShore.com. Boom. Couldn't wait to get that one in.
Lauder might need a little continence help here with Marcelo at the plate. Massa takes a perfect lead off of first. Nicely done for your first of those. The pitch to Marcelo is in there. A cut fastball for strike 1.
My phone's going to start lighting up on that one.
Put it on a sand wedge, would you? 0-1. Marcelo takes a ball inside, change up. That's the 67th pitch, and it's 1-1.
Got to start calling that Reed the King Pine Special.
Yep, he loves it, doesn't he? Third base runner of the inning. 2 came home on the Abreu blast. 1-1. To Marcelo, the pitch is in there. He was looking for something else. That's a fastball, 1-2. And look, you understand what the scorer is doing. Contreras hits at 110 miles an hour. He gives the hit to Contreras, but that's a play by De La Cruz that who knows if he makes it, the whole inning changes. He's not out of the stretch as he was for Abreu. 1-2 almost hits Marcelo. That was a changeup, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, yanked a changeup there. He got him to chase his first at-bat fastball way up out of the zone. He did fly out to left on it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Marcelo. The pitch is low.
Attaboy.
They're making him work. Good take there on a slider. 3-2. So we'll see the form running before the pitch comes home from Yoshida. He'll get a running start. And Marcelo, who's looked very comfortable at the plate, is about to swing. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Massa with the first baseman Steer behind him. He takes off the pitch. Meyer takes ball 4. It's called a strike, and I like that challenge.
Yeah, I do too.
I thought that was down and in. Now, that shows some guts for Marcelo because it is early in the game. You buyer beware, but I thought that was a ball.
I don't know. It might have caught that bottom
Here
corner.
Comes the verdict, and it was a strike by one seam.
Boston has 1 challenge.
Well, so much for all the talk of being less aggressive. You can understand these young guys are just starting to learn how and when to use them. So Lauder gets a big pitch when he needs it. But the Sox get a big swing from Abreu. They lead 2-0. Connolly back to the mound of the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps.
Pussifer Live.
I'm standing on the edge of forever.
The Normal Isn't Tour.
That's okay,
Friday, April 10th, 8 p.m. Premier Theater at Foxwoods Resort Casino.
Together we'll cross the river.
Special guest Dave Hill. On sale now at foxwoods.com and ticketmaster.com. Pussifer, new album Normal Isn't, out February 6th.
Jockey was founded on a simple notion: to satisfy the human need for comfort. Sure, there are plenty of brands out there that talk about comfort. At Jockey, we don't just talk about it, we obsess over it. Every stitch, every fit, every detail, all designed with your comfort in mind. That's 150 years of perfecting what others overlook. Because comfort isn't claimed, it's crafted. Jockey, crafting comfort since 1876.
Be sure to stop by the WEEI and Drake's Cakes table after the Red Sox home opener this Friday from 4 to 6. We'll be sampling favorites like Devil Dogs and try the new Mochaccino flavored Devil Dog. Life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Now a big shutdown inning on demand for Connolly early. First pitch to Sal Stewart is in there. Slider, strike 1. Beautiful day in Cincinnati and a beautiful swing from Wilyer Abreu. Man, has he been fun to watch this month. 1 strike offering. In there. Beauty from Connolly. Slider. It's 0-2. So in retrospect, what do you think of the Marcelo challenge there?
But when I initially saw it, I thought it was a ball. I didn't think it was that close. I think it was caught poorly by Stevenson as well.
Yeah. I just think early in these games, you have to be absolutely certain.
Well, let's not use another one for a bit.
Now they definitely will not. 0-2. A little bit high. That message will be delivered, don't you think, in the dugout? All right, fellas, we learned this lesson yesterday. You can't do it until late in the game. 1-2 to Sal Stewart. Early into his wind, he throws, and Stewart swings and misses. Curveball way under the barrel. Did he get a piece of it? He did. He fouled it off.
About a seam.
Barely. Tell you what, this guy who does not get cheated has got pretty awesome bat-to-ball skills.
Must have been the grounding he was doing pregame barefoot on the field.
Like Ottavino and Casas and so many others. 1-2 to Sal Stewart. Early throws. High liner into center field. Duran coming on. He can't get it. Little top spinner down in front of Jaron. This Sal Stewart just keeps doing it, man. He is on base for the second time again today.
I'm impressed, too, because he takes these massive cuts, huge swings, but when he gets to 2 strikes, he does somewhat shorten up, showing that he's just a good overall hitter.
So he's now 6 for 9 with 2 walks.
That'll do.
Man, rolling. And here's Eugenio Suarez. Connolly out of the stretch once again. The pitch, swinging a foul. Suarez, like De La Cruz, has been ready to go. He's swung at so many first pitches in this series. Subaru New England scoreboard with so much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Okamoto, the Blue Jays offseason acquisition, one of many. Hit his first big league homer. They lead the Athletics 4-2. 0-1. Connolly throws. Suarez high in the air into center field. Duran back at the track. Jaron has got room with a leap in front of the wall. He makes the play. That went up into the jet stream. Tagging from first and heading for second is Stewart. That's a heads-up play, but an exhale for Connolly, and there's one away.
I tell you what, off the bat, I thought, Duran go back 3 or 4 steps, routine fly ball. Got up in that jet stream, as you mentioned, Will, and it just kept on flying. That would have went off the wall had Duran not made that catch.
This ballpark can be scary that way. I mean, that is I would say, the most fair part of the yard, the 404 sign. Anywhere else, that probably gets out. Connolly was psyched as Jaron, with a leap, made that play. He often does that, Jaron. Is a little unconventional. He likes to hop sometimes to make plays. Hey, it works. Here's Spencer Steer. Early at the belt, throws, and a foul back to the screen. Look out, he was timed up on that heater. Right back, and it's 0-1.
Well, we'll say, you already mentioned it, but tremendous base running by Sal Stewart, right? He was halfway. He read, okay, Duran is going to get to this. He's all the way at the 400 mark in center field. I'm going to take second base.
He sort of plays with his hair on fire, a la Pete Rose. There's a ground ball into the hole. Story dives after it. He cannot get it. Massa comes up throwing. They will hold Stewart over at third. He paused at second to make sure that thing got through. But here we go again. Steer with a hit, and the Reds have him at the corners.
Yeah, even if Trevor gloves that, he doesn't have a play. He had to go a long ways in the 6-hole to get to that. But with Sal Stewart thinking Trevor Story was going to glove that, he didn't want to get thrown out at third, so he was slow to leave second base, which kept him at third on that one.
Well, it's where that base running aggression, heads up play, it cashes in. Now you got a runner at third with only 1 out. We're now past 110 pitches of the game, brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill is proud to be a partner of the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Told you the Yankees are off after sweeping the San Francisco Giants. Bombers will stay west, and they'll be in Seattle. What a matchup that is tomorrow night.
Seattle's got some arms, don't they?
Yeah, Cal Raleigh has really been off to a tough start. That will not last. Here's Dane Myers, who singled his first time. A hit here would bring in a run for the Reds. Connolly early is throwing 65 pitches, and we're still only in the 4th inning. So the Red Sox are going to have to find a way here with the bullpen today. First things first. Connolly at the belt. Takes a deep breath. Holds for a while and throws. And a fastball pumps in there for strike 1. Well-timed visit, I thought, from Andrew Bailey.
I like changeup here. Fastball in right there. Raises his hands. Didn't like the call. Maybe get him aggressive on a changeup. Little rollover double play piece.
0-1. Here it is. And it is a ground ball to first. Contreras to first for 1. The reverse double play. Throw to Story in time. The run does not score. It was important for Trevor to tag the runner before the run came home because it's not a force there. And Contreras and Story keep a run off the board.
And that's where the difference is made. Having a player at first base that can make those plays. That is a tough play for a first baseman.
Well, and great urgency by Trevor to get there and slap that tag on. Beautifully done. Wow. Infield defense does matter. We go to the 5th inning. 2-0 Sox in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's a fact. Town Fair Tire is the area's largest name brand discount tire dealer. It's a fact. Town Fair Tire sells Toyo tires for the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair gives you more free services than any other tire dealer for the life of your Toyo tires. So, if you're looking for Toyo tires, nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody. And that, my friends, is a fact.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Boston baseball fans, it's Will Fleming. Spring in New England means baseball is back and backyard season is beginning. TimberTech Decking combines innovative technology with durable materials to deliver the beauty of wood without the maintenance. Built to handle the elements season after season. Order free samples or connect with a contractor near you at timbertech.com. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Spring has sprung, and Shaw's and Star Market can help you go and enjoy it. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Right now, get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
When you decide to sell your home, don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one. Go for a Weichert agent. A Weichert agent looks at you as a partner, not a transaction, and will work day and night to get you the results you're looking for. And your Weichert agent is backed by the Weichert brand. With over 50 years of experience, Weichert agents have guided thousands of buyers and sellers through every facet of home ownership. Don't settle for good. Go for great. Work with a Weichert agent. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Wong leads off, and he swings over the top of his sinking fastball from Rhett Lauder. Brock Burke, the left-hander, is warming. That means, I think, likely Lauder's last hitter with Roman on deck. The pitch is swung on and softly chopped outside of third for strike number 2. What a great play by both Contreras and Story to end that inning.
Tremendous. I mean, Contreras to make the play, clear himself from the running lane of the base runner and throw a strike to second. But Trevor obviously coming up like 3 feet to make the tag, knowing he had to get it done quickly.
0-2 is a ground ball to third. It's handled there by Suarez. He throws to first in time. There's one away. Let's see whether they will let Lauder, who has handled Roman, face him a third time. It looks like they might.
Hey, today's Red Sox code word of the game is Ohio, O-H-I-O. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points.
Which one of us would be likelier to be given the honor of dotting the I? The horseshoe.
Probably you.
It'd be a long dot, that's for sure. Here's Roman, who takes a pitch down and away, ball one. They get into that. The home of the Buckeyes, that marching band. It's like the greatest honor ever to dot the I. 1-0, 2-0 Red Sox in this top of the 5th inning. The pitch is a little bit outside. Close, but a ball, 2-0. Roman, for him, 3 strikeouts in a row is like a seismic slump. 2-0, the pitch is a ball. He's not going to change his mentality, though. He just doesn't expand the zone.
2-0 changeup. That was a good pitch. Roman didn't even flinch.
3 balls, no strikes.
I want the greenest of lights.
Oh, God, yes. The pitch is swung on and fouled off his front foot. He'll always have that. And he just a little bit off that sinker, and it's 3-1. Who's on deck? Brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. That, of course, would be TS10. 3-1. Lauder. Long hair blowing in the wind. The pitch is a strike call. That was borderline. Roman definitely will not challenge that after yesterday, and it's 3-2.
Roman makes me nervous, though, because so often he goes to his helmet to adjust it after every pitch, and I'm like, no, he's not challenging.
That's why you really do have to be deliberate. 3-2. Pitch is swung in and looped on a line to shortstop. A little spin. De La Cruz gloves and throws to first, and Anthony is retired. So 2 down in this 5th inning. Now bring up Story. Good bounce back for Lauder after falling behind 3-0. You know, a great tag by Trevor. This is the first time literally in about a decade the Red Sox have had a premium defensive first baseman, and you see it right away.
Yeah.
What a difference it makes.
Huge. That play has not been made in a while.
I think the same could be said of the one yesterday when he went to his right and flipped. Here's Trevor, who takes a strike on the outside corner.
You've played the position. I think everybody underestimates how pivotal it is to have a guy, especially on that kind of play. The 0-1 is swung on a miss. He missed badly at a slider, and it's 0-2. Right-handed first baseman, it's so much harder to try to get away from the runner to make that throw to second with a runner in the lane. But Wilson just seems totally unbothered.
Yeah, and he's got a really strong arm, which helps.
It's fun watching the Red Sox take infield for that reason. 0-2 is outside. I mean, he's a former catcher. He's got an absolute hose, and when he throws to guys on the bases, the glove kind of like hits their chest, and they look over at him, and they're like, just surprised.
That was heavy.
And he looks over and says, "See, Poppy, 1-2 to TS10." Louder throws, and a swing and a foul. Look out! It's right in front of our booth. Almost make a play. It got in here, didn't it?
It went in your cup of water.
I couldn't reach out because of the stick, Mike. Oh. We got the ball. That was awful. If I had a headset on, I would have reached out. We got it. Just don't show the replay of that awkward-looking attempt.
That's going on Nesson for sure.
It got the fingertips. 1-2 is bloop foul out of play. This long stick mic that I've got, I had to reach in front to get it, hit my fingers, and then the water.
It went right in the cup of water. You got water everywhere in here. I think it's water.
Oh, it's everywhere. Look at the window. It's raining. It's pouring. The tall man is snoring. 1-2. Louder is ready. The pitch is strike 3 called on the outside corner. And the inning is over. Connolly back to work. We got a foul ball in the booth. 2-0 Red Sox in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
It's Jim from Ace Ticket. We all know it's been a tough winter, but soon the white snow will be gone, replaced by Fenway Park's green field. Opening day is around the corner, and the Yankees come to town early this year. So now's your chance to get Yankees tickets starting at just $60. Now is the time to get early season savings or get your seats now for a summer game at Fenway. Ace Ticket always has the best deals on all Red Sox, Boston Celtics, and all your favorites. Visit aceticket.com or call 1-800-MY-SEATS.
Do you spend half your day walking or standing while working? If you have foot, knee, or low back pain, the Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Tony.
Pain that I experience the most is foot pain from being on my feet all day. You're having to kind of talk to yourself through the whole shift, like, I got this, I can do this. Before, I felt defeated, and now it's like, all right, let's go. I'm ready. A whole new life, like sunshine coming on.
And here's Dennis.
Working at an amusement park, it's always on your feet. I just couldn't take it. I just couldn't believe that putting these arch supports in made that much of a difference that quickly. Good Feet just took that pain away, and I could do my job, and I could take care of my family. I know what my tomorrow's going to be. It's going to be positive, and it's going to be pain-free.
You deserve a better life, too. Stop into the Good Feet store today. We have 10 locations throughout Boston and southern New Hampshire to serve you.
Doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Hey, it's Connolly Early. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Connolly's still got a lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0. My right ring finger still smarting from the missed play. Mostly my ego is hurt, although I'm not kidding. It was very difficult to make that play. Stevenson takes a swing and a miss at a slider. If it hit me in the actual hands, then I'd be ticked off, right? If you just miss a play. But I had to, like, navigate this long stick mic stand in front of me. 0-1 is a little bit low, and it's 1-1.
Tell us more.
I had to kind of reach behind the stick and barely get a piece of it. I think it caromed sort of like off these media guides and then off my water.
That might be your best chance this season.
No doubt. 1-1 is low. These spring training parks, you get a much better chance at them because they're closer. The ballparks are smaller. Yeah. I've made a couple catches like at Ed Smith and in Bradenton, McKechnie. That one sort of had topspin and barely got in the booth.
Most big league booths are too far. You just don't get many.
2-1. Pitch High fly foul on the first base side.
Although,
San Francisco is a great opportunity.
Anaheim?
Yes.
Those come in.
No windows.
Those come in hot.
Yeah, those are the ones, if you're getting one in there, it's 110 at you.
OB almost got murdered back in 2023. It came through, hit the wall behind us, and it cracked the wall, and there were seam marks. I went diving for it. He hit the deck.
At least I didn't get under the counter.
That's true.
2-2 to Stevenson.
It'll fit.
Connolly throws, and a little pop foul on the first base side. It's cool. Gift for the boys.
We need another one now because somebody's going to be mad.
Well, it's cool. Trevor Story hit that ball. They'll love that. I'll get Trevor to sign it. I'm really just thrilled that Nesson did not have a camera on our booth when it happened. That would be played on repeat. 2-2 is skied high down the right field line toward the corner. Abreu on the run. Does he have room? No. Fan reached out and made the play, but I don't think Willier had a chance. It's not like a Jeffrey Mars situation where he was right under it. The fan, I think, reached over, but out of play. 2-2.
The wall gets higher over there, too. It's probably about 8 feet tall, so it would have taken a heck of a play for Willier to even attempt that.
So you're saying we need Roman to foul one in here, too, so we can get one for each kid?
It's only fair.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Popped again. Foul and out of play. So I think it seems pretty obvious this is going to be Connolly's last inning. I mean, that's 75 pitches thrown. This time of year, you rarely see anybody go past 85. And that means it's going to be a Moran situation. I would imagine Coulomb.
I'm looking for action in the bullpen. I'm not seeing it right now.
No, I don't see any either. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big time slider for Connolly. Well, he has had his big stuff when he's needed it here today. That's his 5th strikeout and a good start to this bottom half of the 5th.
That was a firm slider from Connolly. That was 89 miles an hour. Normally that's around 86, 87. We did that one a little harder, a little cutter-ish, but under the bat.
All right, here's Noel V. Marte with one down and the bases empty. 76 pitches thrown for early. Here's one in the dirt. You know, it's one of the things that has stood out to me, Will, because we all came into the spring training part of this season thinking that the Red Sox most likely would keep Connolly in the minor leagues to manage his workload. But Craig Breslow said, we're not doing that.
No, got to win.
And I think that might apply to today's start, too. 1-0, the pitch. He is right in there. That's great. A curveball, and it's 1-1. Now, that does change the third time through the order. When you're north of 80 pitches, I would imagine we'd see some activity pretty soon here.
Well, also, I mean, if Connolly's up for the whole year, accrues a full year of service, wins Rookie of the Year, the Red Sox get an extra draft pick.
And that, by the way, pitchers don't often win that award, but it's not outside the realm. The 1-1, swing and a foul. It does appear the kid Kevin McGonigal in Detroit's pretty good.
My goodness. That kick can hit.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left for the Sox. None for the Reds. Update and check of the score brought to you by Veg ER for Pets, the official emergency vet group of the Red Sox radio network. 1-2. Early is ready. Pitch. Just outside. Close with a good changeup, and it's 2-2. Flags just whipping high above the Great American Ballpark. Steamboats on the Ohio River off in the distance as Marte fouls off a changeup. It's 2-2. As you talked about, it's hard to get foul balls this high up. It also offers a beautiful view here. I mean, you got shots of the river, Kentucky just across the river in the distance. Boats coming up and down the brown Ohio River. Good spot. Take in a ball game. We've just been so blessed with good weather. Doesn't look like that will be the same story when we get back to Boston. 2-2, Connolly throws, and a fastball grounded on the left side. Derman to his left. He's got it. Throws to first in time. Nicely done. Connolly probably needed more pitches than he'd like there, but they're 2 down.
Download the Shaw's Star Market Deals and Delivery app and save time by grocery shopping online. Get $30 off your first online pickup or delivery when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30.
So here now with 2 down to the bases empty is TJ Friedel, who's singled and was struck out. Back in the third, the pitch. Foul back. He was ready to go. 94 mile-an-hour fastball. Connolly's still got plenty in the tank. I'm with you. I don't see anyone throwing in the Sox bullpen. He's thrown 83 pitches.
Yeah, and that was a conversation probably went down in between innings. How you feeling? Where you at? You got to learn to be honest with your coaches once you get to this level.
A 1 pitch. Way outside. Oh, he overthrew that one. Still 94, 1-1.
Yeah, he looks good. The command has gotten better and better as he's gone on. The first couple innings, a little spotty. Missing uncompetitively a lot, but he's dialed it in.
1-1. Way over to pull on the infield, the pitch. That's a beauty. Where is that? Sweeper that looked very good, but I don't think the Red Sox can afford that challenge. They will not. Yeah, it's 2-1.
Maybe just up.
Maybe.
Yeah, just up.
By, what, half an inch?
Yeah, maybe.
2-1. Here's the pitch. Yeah, that's just a little low and outside. And it's 3-1. That honesty thing you're talking about is something that Alex Cora values so much. And he told us last year, early in the season, Crochet kept on telling him, I'm good. You got to run me back out there. 3-1 is high in the air and foul down the right field line and out of play. And Alex said, all right, I'm learning this new pitcher. I'm going to believe him. I'm going to trust him. And sure enough, come August, there was a start that after 6 innings, Crochet went up to him and said, I'm done. That's it for me. And in some ways, that paid off the earlier trust with his manager.
You got to put the ego aside, right? It's what's best for the team that day. Friedel in this at bat, he's been out in front and even on time with fastballs, even up in the zone. Connolly doesn't throw a lot of left-on-left changeups, but I would love it.
Love him to get this hitter right here. 3-2 is grounded to third. Durbin has got it. It was a slider. Caleb throws to first in time. Inning over. We'll see whether Connolly can continue in this game. That's 8 pitches thrown now. And a beautiful job thus far. What else did you expect from Connolly early? We are through 5, 2-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep. Get coaching and insights for every age, stage, and cycle. Track over 140 habits. Get a 360 view of your training and workouts. Never miss a second of data with a wireless and waterproof charger. Expect all new features all the time.
When it's time to sell your home, you hope your agent knows the market. Timing, pricing, interest rates, neighborhoods, staging, open houses, understanding contracts, completing paperwork, and can actually help guide you on your big move. Don't hope, know. When you hire a Weichert agent, you can be sure you've got a partner who will guide you every step of the way, from listing to closing, and everything in between. Weichert. Dream, move, home. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaws Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaws and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hi, this is Jaron Duran. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
As we go to the 6th inning, the Sox with a 2-0 lead. Jaron Duran is going to lead it off, and then it'll be Contreras and Abreu. New pitcher on the mound is the lefty Brock Burke, and this is something that Jaron's seen a lot of. Southpaw's coming on to see him. He takes a slider outside for ball 1. Third baseman Suarez is in on the grass, defending against the bunt. 1-0. Jaron swings and misses. He did not get cheated there on a slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, Burke's got a good arm. He'll run it up mid-upper 90s with the fastball. It's pretty much fastball slider to lefties. He'll mix in a changeup when he faces a right-handed batter.
Well, Red Lauder, I thought, was super impressive today. The 1-1 to Duran is a ball inside, and it's amazing. It's kind of like a mighty man at bat from Wilyer Abreu that changes the whole day. Tremendous stuff from Abreu, homering 2 days in a row. 2-1 to Duran is a check swing. Did he foul that thing? No, nor did he go around, and it's 3-1.
Everyone kind of held their breath as in the crowd a big applause as CB got that one right.
A Bronx cheer. Duran's got that different leg kick going right now. It's sort of in between where he often is. It's not quite as high. 3-1 is a strike on the inside corner. He didn't think so. It's almost like a Japanese look right now for Duran. He lifts that foot straight up, and you know, he's not quite J.D. Martinez, but Jaron is the ultimate tinkerer with his leg lift. He's such a feel-based hitter.
Yeah, so many times that you see guys hold their leg lift in the air. That's while they're reading the pitch, and then they'll let it fly as soon as it hits the ground.
3-2. Pitch is low. Ball 4. Great start to the inning for Duran with his speed. Are the Reds going to challenge? Wow, all right, they are. It looked close.
I thought it was down.
I did too. Here comes the verdict, and it's a ball. All right.
Whew, not by much.
Now, see, that is a spot. Trailing in a game 1/10 of an inch. Like, now each team with one challenge. But, I mean, Duran's speed to lead off an inning already trailing. I can understand the Reds thinking about that there.
Sure.
Especially since it was that close. All right, here's Wilson Contreras, who got his first hit last time, maybe his first big fly this time. He's loved this ballpark. Burke is ready. The pitch low with a fastball.
I'd like to see Jaron on the move. I'm not sure how familiar he is with Brock's move up there.
Contreras has faced Burke 3 times. He's walked and singled against him. 1-0. Pitch low. And then now the Reds are in the same spot the Red Sox have been in for a few innings here. Now just one challenge remaining. They got to be extra careful. So even Steven.
I think everyone learned lessons yesterday. Both teams.
Other than me.
You never do.
2-0 to Contreras. Burke is looking over to first. Duran not going anywhere. The pitch is a ball up and in.
All right.
Should say up and away. It's 3-0. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com and never re-roof again. He's got the go if he wants right here, Contreras. 3-0. Pitch is swung on and missed. He went 3/4 of the way around. Figured it wasn't exactly the one he wanted, but he could not stop, and it's 3-1.
Well, he might get himself a 3-1 changeup right now, but I'm not sure Burke's feeling the command. I don't know if he trusts it.
Double play depth behind this left-hander. 3-1 to Contreras. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and fouled back. Are you kidding me? No. That's right at you, Will, just to the right, one booth over. And it's 3-2.
Got the heart rate up a little bit, then I realized it was about 6 feet to the right.
To the official score, the ABS guys over there. 3-2. Will Duran take off here? No. The pitch is swung and chopped to third. He wishes he had. Suarez to second for 1, over to first, and in time, double play. I mean, with the left-hander on the mound, I guess Jaron just did not have a good read on him at all. Didn't want to get picked off there, so an inning that starts with promise, now 2 down.
The Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher during the 2026 season, Arbella Insurance Foundation will donate $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good.
Baby's all grown up, just doing drops on his own.
Got to do 1 million on TV.
Here's Wilyer. Does he have another homer in him? A pitch. Swing and a miss. He was trying for it. 97 left on left, and it's 0-1.
Try to help you out and at least do, 15% of them.
That would be a delight. 0-1. Suarez way off the line at third. The pitch is driven high and deep into left center field. Back on it goes Myers at the track, at the wall. It's off the wall. Myers sort of traps it against the Skyline Chili sign. Wilyer just missed. Wow. Another homer. That is juice the other way, and a 2-out double.
Hey, look, it's not just pull side pop for Wilyer Abreu. That ball was hammered out towards the 380 sign in left center. And had that not bounced off the wall into the body of Myers, he might still be running.
Let's not go crazy over 3 games at a WBC, but I think we are seeing a breakout player in Wilyer Abreu.
Oh, by the way, he can hit lefties, huh?
No kidding.
All right.
Here is Caleb Durbin looking for his first knock. Could be a big one. Pitch is a little low. Fastball at 97, and it's 1-0. Caleb Durbin, you would figure, has seen this lefty Burke in his time with the Brewers. Pitch to him is swung on a miss. Now that's unfair. Good change up there.
That was filthy.
And it's 1-1. What a day. What a series Wilyer Abreu's having. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Caleb Durbin. Pitch is up and in. Good take there. And a fastball. You know, this kid, Caleb Durbin, had enormous hits down the stretch for the Brewers and was great in the playoffs against the Dodgers. He's got an ability to slow games down. 2-1. Burke throws. Durbin takes a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch on the corner, 2-2.
Yeah, I feel like Durbin's a little in between right now. We've seen him take a lot of fastballs for strikes over the first 3 games of the season.
Fans trying to get Burke through this thing. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's up the middle and handled there by McLean, the second baseman. He throws to first in time. And the inning's over. Loud contact, but nothing to show for it. Red Sox get a massive double from Abreu, but he has left the board. Go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's going to be Connolly early back to the mound. Love it on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
Are you having a hard time making it through a day of work without foot pain or discomfort with things that used to be simple, like walking the dog? You may be thinking there's no way that something as simple as the Good Feet store can help you, like Bill.
My feet would just ache, my back would hurt, my ankles, everything just hurt. And I'd seen the commercial several times before I finally said, I'm going to do this. And I'll be darned if it didn't work. I feel a million times better than I ever did.
Another satisfied customer of the Good Feet store is Wendy.
Since wearing my arch supports from the Good Feet store, my back pain is gone and my feet don't hurt as much. And as I look into the future without pain, I see myself being even more adventurous, joyful, and full of possibility.
Come to the Good Feet store today for your free fitting and test walk. We're in your neighborhood. Find the location nearest you and book your appointment at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. Discover your options at the Good Feet store.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Connolly early continues. Matt McLean, right-handed hitter, takes a beautiful backdoor slider for strike 1. This is so cool to see the trust the Red Sox have in Connolly early. Boy, has he grown up fast. That's 89 pitches, and Greg Weissert is up in the bullpen. Pitch to McLean, a little bit low. And again, Will, here we go. This is the benefit of getting into the 6th inning. Alex Cora can now push it a little bit with more high-leverage arms.
Yeah, he needed to do this because of how much those relievers have thrown over the last couple days.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Connolly delivers, and here's a high line drive into right field. Wilyer back on it, and he can't get it. It bounces off the wall. McLean will have to hold as Abreu plays it perfectly off the wall, and a bullet picked out by Meyer. That thing just about got out the other way for McLean, but it's a laser beam double. And here now, Ellie De La Cruz.
You never know in this ballpark, right? When the ball's hit that hard, you think, okay, that's going to leave for sure. Put a dent in the wall, but what a great play by Wilyer. Fielding that clean off the wall, getting it in before McLean even turned around first.
I don't think there's any doubt this is his last hitter. You're going to bring in the right-hander Weissert to face Stewart, who's on deck, and you want Ellie to bat righty, which he does. Here is a changeup that misses. Are they going to challenge it? They are.
Looked like a strike to me.
Wow, hold your breath time. It did look good. Here comes a very important verdict. And it is a strike. That's big time from Connor Wong. And they keep that last challenge. That is really gutsy and a good job by the Red Sox catcher.
Well, 0-1 and 1-0 are completely different for hitters, so that was a big pitch.
Well, right, and this is their big slugger. Changes the whole thing, you hope. The 0-1 is a ball. That one did miss. He doubled up on the change, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, earlier in this game, Connolly early was fastballs up and in nonstop to Ellie. Here, 2 changeups down and away.
1-1, a guy who can so easily tie the game with one swing. McLean leads, and Connolly saw him creeping away a little bit and checks in over at first. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EI and the Red Sox. 1-1. Connolly throws. De La Cruz checks his swing. Did he go? No, that looked like a close pitch, but it was a ball, and it's 2-1. Now, Connolly, who had 57 pitches through 3 innings, has done so well to make it to this point in the game. You'd like him to get off the mound unblemished. Now, that will not be easy. 2-1 to De La Cruz, the pitch. That's so good. I mean, that's a great slider on the outside corner. It's 2-2.
Yeah, the batter just gives up on that pitch. It starts a foot off the plate, comes back, bites the corner. That's exactly where he wanted it.
Alex Cora's got his arms crossed to the third base dugout. He will leap out of the dugout no matter what happens here with De La Cruz. The pitch is swung on and missed. Changeup, and Connolly blows him away. Here comes Cora. What a fitting end for Connolly early.
A hat tip to Connolly early. My goodness, he really dialed it in these last 3 innings. This is exactly what this staff needed from him. He was nails here today. He found a way, even when he didn't have his best command.
The kid is an absolute stud. He throws 96 pitches. He is done. He's responsible for McLean at first. And listen to these Red Sox fans. There's a huge contingent on the third base side, and that is just such a great and yet predictable debut for Connolly early. He found a way, and at the moment in line for a win. Greg Weisert's going to come on. He'll face Sal Stewart. 2-0 Red Sox. One down in the 6th in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Whether you're headed to Fenway, the beach, the mountains, or just cruising around Boston, it's always better in a Ford SUV. Like Ford Explorer, our most popular model with seating for 7. And check out Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, both equipped with GOAT modes to handle any kind of terrain you run into. Check out our whole family of award-winning SUVs at your New England Ford dealers. Proud partner of the Boston Red Sox.
If you're in the market for a great deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire for your absolute best deal. Because at Town Fair Tire, you get the guaranteed lowest price on any Toyo tire. Plus, you get free services for life. And we honor all valid Toyo tire rebates. For the absolute best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
It's Alex Cora. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Greg Weissert is on the mound as the Red Sox trying to stay ahead here. 2-0 in Cincinnati. It'll be Sal Stewart, who is always scary. And Weissert trying to do Connolly early is solid. He has a little scar tissue, I would imagine, after the first pitch he threw of the season launched off the bat of Ellie De La Cruz. But here now, the dangerous Sal Stewart.
He'll need some good sweepers in this at-bat. That's a fact.
Yet another great start from Connolly. Double play depth behind Weissert. The pitch is a beauty, but called a ball. That was close. That fastball looked really good from Weissert, but maybe just a tad inside, and it's 1-0. By the way, don't forget the challenge that Connor Wong got right for strike 1 against De La Cruz. Weissert is ready. He throws. Slider that was up a little bit, but Stewart missed it. He's upset with himself. 1-1.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That one just kind of spun and hung over the plate.
I mean, that's one that this season he's going to hit into the third deck here.
Yeah, backup sliders are the best pitch in baseball, though. They're tough.
1-1. One down, one on. 2-0 Sox. Weissert delivers. That's a fastball a little bit low. And it's 2-1. Opening day, we watched Sal Stewart take batting practice here. And there's a Kroger strikeout zone that is like 500 feet away from home plate. And he was just banging them off there. 2-1. Weissert is ready. He throws. That's another ball. Sinker just missed. And it's 3-1. They're being careful with Stewart, and you don't blame them. However, you don't want to put the tying runs aboard here.
Gino on deck.
I wonder what's next out of the bullpen for the Red Sox. That'll depend how Weissert goes. 3-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, as a fastball just missed inside. So a 5-pitch walk by Weissert. That's pretty impressive by Stewart. This dude is unreal. He's on base for the third time in as many plate appearances today. And with 2 on and 1 out, here's Eugenio Suarez.
Yes, Stewart just didn't chase at all. All 4 of the balls that Weissert threw were just off the plate. I'm talking inches.
Well, I mean, Suarez has come up in a lot of these spots in the first 3 games. Thus far, the Red Sox have navigated them, but you are playing with fire with this man. So much power from the right side. 2 on, 1 out. Weissert looks to second. He throws, and Suarez grounds one toward third. Fair ball. Durbin got it. No, foul.
CB called it foul.
Wow. CB Buckner says it's a foul ball. It looked like it bounced right over the bag.
It sure did. It hit the line right in front of the bag. I thought I saw chalk fly up. I'm taking a look at the replay now.
Beautiful reverse view, and maybe a little spin.
He got it right.
Foul.
Yeah, about 6 inches foul. CB got it right.
That was like a double spinner. You know, he's hearing about it from the third base dugout no matter what. That would have been a beauty. 0-1 to Suarez. First and second, the tying runs for Cincinnati. 0-1. Weissert's ready. He throws. Suarez takes one right down the heart of the plate. He must have been looking for something else. Fastball splits the plate, and it's 0-2.
Have to be quick to turn this double play if you do get a ground ball. Sal Stewart way off at first because he's not being held on with the runner at second.
No balls, 2 strikes. Stewart leading again big time at first. Contreras trying to sneak behind him. The pitch is high and foul on the first base side. Do you think in any world Connor Wong is looking down to first with the former catcher Contreras and thinking about a throw behind?
Well, Mike Napoli's over there as a first base coach. He is the assistant bench coach, but Colin Cowgill, the normal first base coach, hurt his knee, so he's not out there. So Knapp is all over it right now in Sal's ear.
0-2. Big pitch, here it is, and it's drilled to left. The Reds are going to take the lead. This thing is absolutely crushed. 3-run homer way back into the upper deck, and it's 3-2 Cincinnati. Suarez's first signature moment in his return to Cincinnati.
And it's just too bad. You know, Connolly early did a great job. Weissert threw 3 pitches over the heart of the plate right there to Suarez. Didn't get away with the third one. That one middle in fastball. And it was tattooed. 431 feet later, they take the lead.
I mean, Greg Weissert for 2 years running has been one of the best pitchers in the bullpen, but that now, a couple days in a row, those are just middle pitches that get hammered. Can't do that to Suarez. You're right. Early deserved better. Here now, Spencer Steer. The pitch is strike on the outside corner. You know, the other part of that, obviously, it stinks to fall behind 3-2. But it definitely now alters the bullpen plan the rest of the way.
Right.
0-1. Pitch. Slider outside. And again, you got to give credit where it's due. Not only the swing there from Suarez, but Sal Stewart. What a great plate appearance to take pitches, walk, and move the line. And the vagaries of this silly game. That spin on the ball down the third base line. The 1-1 is swung on a miss. Steer trying to go back to back. I mean, literally, we're talking about a third of a baseball foul outside the third base line. And instead of an inning-ending double play, you get a 3-run bomb.
It's a game of inches, isn't it?
1-2. 3 in for the Reds. Weisert's ready. He throws. That is strike 3 on the outside corner. And I love that pitch against Suarez. Instead, it's a hitter later. Yeah, they're 2 down.
2 outings for Weissert this season. 2 homers given up. His first pitch he threw yesterday, slider down and into Ellie De La Cruz that he deposited into the stands.
Well, I mean, it's just so tough for him because, you know, these bullpen guys, they don't pitch as often. And that ERA gets to be a gaudy number early after 2 outings like this as Myers takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1, where a guy like Weissert is going to spend the next 2 months trying to whittle it down.
It's a 20 right now. It was a 27 before that strikeout, though.
0-1. It is early, the pitch. Slider driven high in the air into right field. Willier's got room, though. He's under it. He makes the play, and the inning is over. Weissert screams into his glove coming off the mound. Connor the early will not get a win here today. The Red Sox have some work to do to get one as a club. We go to the 7th inning. Yoshida, Meyer, and Wong scheduled to hit. We'll see who pitches. It'll be Burke for the Reds, so maybe it's time to pinch hit, and you'll see Cedon come into the game. We shall see. 3-2 to the 7th we go on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
After a tough winter combined with harsh coastal weather, home exteriors take a beating. That's why pros across the Northeast have trusted AZEK Exteriors for over 25 years. As the #1 brand for premium exterior trim and molding, AZEK keeps homes elevated with stunning details that endure beautifully no matter the conditions. And now, introducing AZEK Lap Siding, pairing the classic beauty of traditional wood siding with modern durability. Available in 18 different colors from AZEK Captivate Pre-Finishing. Start planning your remodel today with AZEK. Order free samples at AZEKExteriors.com.
There's a lot to love about. There's a lot to love about you.
You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Love all the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek or Crosstrek Hybrid have to offer. Like standard, symmetrical, all-wheel drive. Buy with 2.9% financing or lease for as low as $235 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Looking for a winning ticket to your favorite sunny destinations? JetBlue's got you covered with low fares and the most flights from Boston and New England to Florida and the Caribbean. Plus, JetBlue is the only airline with fast, free Wi-Fi for everyone on every plane. Live TV and movies at every seat, brand name snacks and drinks, a free carry-on bag, award-winning service, and more. All included in your fare. You heard that right. So make a run for it. And while you're at it, make sure you're a member of True Blue, JetBlue's free awards program, to score even more freebies and perks. Book now at JetBlue.com.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now back to the play-by-play action.
Masa Yoshida is in there. He's going to face Brock Burke, the left-hander. A little bit interesting here. He takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Masa walked twice today here. He takes a ball upstairs, slider, and it's 1-1. It's Yoshida, Meyer, and Wong. You figure at some point in this inning, someone will pinch hit. I think if runners get on base, you might see Narvaez for Wong, the 1-1. Masa badly fooled by a slider. It's 1-2. Alex Cora told us before the game that he wants to pinch hit for Masa sparingly, but when he does, it'll get Cedon in the game defensively. 1-2 is fouled back to the screen. So this could have been a spot where you just go straight up.
I thought this would be a good spot for Cedon. Masa hit 226 against lefties last year.
1-2. Pitch. Masa takes outside a fastball, and it's 2-2.
He's had somewhat of a force field up there today. 2 walks already. If he did walk again, pinch run Cedon.
Reds do have a right-hander up and warming in their bullpen. The pitch is pop, foul. That'll get into the seats, especially with the wind. Eugenio Suarez, who just launched the big 3-run homer, gives it a look into the stands. What a swing that was from Gino. Pure. 2-2 to the Macho Man. The pitch is high, ball 3.
Man, would you love a walk? I think almost immediately Cedon would run for him if he gets on here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Yoshida swings and grounds one on the right side. McLean has had a big series defensively. He gloves and throws to first in time. And there's one away on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. So much to love. You don't want to miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Toronto leads the Athletics 5-2. Monasterio is now going to pinch hit for Meyer. So that's why they leave Yoshida, and they like that matchup a little better than Meyer against Burke. And we'll see whether Tito's going to counter. I bet he will.
Yeah, he is. I was just asking if Monasterio was announced to make sure before he made that move.
Well, I mean, as much as the Red Sox are left-handed heavy, they don't have other options to counter with on the bench right now. They're all sort of in the lineup. Not that Alex Cora would do that in this spot. They want to let Monasterio hit here, and then who knows what happens with Wong. The big right-hander coming out of the bullpen will tell you who it is. And it's Pierce Johnson for the 3rd time in 4 days. Wow, Terry Francona leaning on the big right-hander. Texas leading Philadelphia 8-2. Yankees are off today. Rivalry report sponsored by Riverwalk, spacious senior apartments on Rivers Spring Livings. 32-acre New York City campus overlooking the Hudson River. Back for Pierce Johnson against Andrew Monasterio. Right after this, 3-2 Reds in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew. For a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact, it's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact, Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact, America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact, I agree with that fact. Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store, nissanusa.com today.
So here's Andrew Monasterio, who's going to bat for the first time in a Red Sox uniform against Pierce Johnson. 3 games, 3 outings for him. And the pitch to Mona, as Alex Cora calls him, is outside, ball 1.
Pierce Johnson, mucho curveballs. Lots of them. They're firm. They're like 86, 87. Got some downward dip to them.
We're going to get you scrambling on Savant to see what Monasterio hits against curveballs. The pitch is, what do you know, curveball that misses outside, 2-0.
You could probably figure that out pretty quick for you.
Red Sox love what they saw from this young man, Monasterio, in spring training. He's got a hitter's count here, 2-0. Sox trailing by a run in the 7th. Johnson throws. Monasterio takes a borderline pitch. I don't think that was a strike, but since they only have 1 challenge left, 2-0, he will not use it, and it's 2-1.
364 versus curveballs last year.
Well, here we go. Get a hanger. 2-1. Pitch is popped up. He got a fastball. Get out of play. It's back behind the plate, and it is into the seats. And Monasterio stays alive. 2-2. He's from Caracas in Venezuela, 28 years old. Amazing 13 pro years. Parts of the last 3 seasons with the Brewers. He's been a good on-base player. They love his versatility and his energy. 2-2. What a spot to make your Red Sox debut. The pitch is driven high into right field. Back on it, Marte at the warning track. He's there to make the play. I think in mid-July he might have just tied the game in this ballpark, but the wind knocked it down. Yeah, they're 2 down for Connor Wong.
Yeah, good at bat right there. Good swing. Just missed tying this thing up.
So I imagine that's a straight change and that Monasterio will just play second base. He can play third, too. But I think they'll leave Durbin alone over at the hot corner. All right, here's Connor Wong with 2 down. The pitch to him is a fastball right in there for strike 1. Now, Connolly battled early. He didn't have his best stuff, his best command, but then he really settled in, made huge pitches when he needed to. But one swing, once he was in the dugout, has taken him away from a win as Connor fouls a curveball off on the third base side, and it's 0-2. Wong singled to right field his first time, then grounded to third. Marvelous Abreu homer put the Sox ahead, and a massive Suarez homer puts Cincinnati in front. Here's a little blooper in a shallow left center field, actually carrying pretty well. What am I talking about? Back on it goes the center fielder Myers. He can't get it. It's off the track and off the wall. I thought that was off the end of the bat, a pop-up, and it just kept on going. And Connor Wong, the tying run, is in scoring position.
Well, if you're reading swings, absolutely. Curveball below the zone, way below the zone, goes down and just kind of one-hands it. Just flick this thing. I'm watching his swing thinking hopefully that gets down in front of Myers in center field, and it almost went to the base of the wall.
Seriously, I mean, that has to be wind data. That normally that's in shallow center, or at least regular. It goes to the dirt. Here's Roman trying to tie the game. The pitch is outside. Curveball from Johnson, and it's 1-0.
Well, 99 off the bat. So he just threw the bat at it, but found the sweet spot.
Now Roman is 0 for 3 today with a couple strikeouts. 1-0. Fans booing like crazy.
Let's go Red Sox fans chant broke out.
Here's Johnson having a little pitch comm issue. That was impressive as all get out for Connor Wong.
Sure was, considering where that pitch was and how he hit it off his front side like that. That ball carried. You know he's got a lot of pop in there, but just haven't seen much of it over the last season.
Well, and the hope for the Red Sox overall is that a couple swings like that can get him going.
Sure.
Feel like himself again. All right, here's Roman. It is 1-0 to the Red Sox young star. Does he have a big swing in him here? Tying run at second. Here's the pitch. Roman takes a strike. Not the one he was looking for. Good curveball. Perfectly placed, and it's 1-1.
To see Roman put a nice swing on one here, get himself back on the tracks.
Or into the river. 1-1. Pitch is low and outside. They're going to challenge. Wow, is that gutsy. I mean, it's 1-1 to Anthony.
It's close.
They challenge, and we will wait on it. It might have gotten the outside of the zone by 1 seam. And it did. That is pretty courageous there by Stevenson. And it does flip the hole at that. It's 1-2. And I guess with the tying run in scoring position, that's a high leverage spot, certainly that warrants that challenge, especially with a hitter like this. Roman back in there. Wong at second. 3-2 Reds in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Roman takes one way in front of the plate in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Seen a ton of off speed in this series. I mean, the book's out. They know he can hit a fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Roman. Tying run at second. Johnson is ready. He throws. Anthony swings and drives one high and deep into center field. Myers, though, has room in front of the track, and he makes the play. A little bit off the end of the bat for Roman, and the inning is over. Wong is stranded. Sox go to the stretch, trailing in Cincy 3-2 in the Shaws and Star Market. WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You hear that? Spring has sprung, and Shaws and Star Market can help you get out and enjoy it thanks to the Shaws Deals and Delivery app. Download it and save time by grocery shopping online. Get exclusive deals and rewards points. Plus, right now, $30 off your first online pickup or delivery order when you spend $75 or more. Enter promo code SAVE30 at checkout. Pick up prepared meals like sandwiches and our wicked good hot wings. Shaws and Star Market, proud to be local since 1860.
I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Jockey was founded on a simple notion: to satisfy the human need for comfort. Sure, there are plenty of brands out there that talk about comfort. At Jockey, we don't just talk about it, we obsess over it. Every stitch, every fit, every detail, all designed with your comfort in mind. That's 150 years of perfecting what others overlook. Because comfort isn't claimed, it's crafted. Jockey, crafting comfort since 1876.
Look for the WEEI street team in and around Fenway Park on opening day this Friday. Snap a pic with their opening day commemorative photo frame and scan the QR code to enter for a chance to win a Shaw's gift card. Brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
If you're in the market for a great deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire for your absolute best deal. Because at Town Fair Tire, you get the guaranteed lowest price on any Toyo tire. Plus, you get free services for life. And we honor all valid Toyo tire rebates. For the absolute best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Art, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Giovanni Moran is going to make his 2026 Red Sox debut, and he's trying to keep the game right where it is. 3-2 is the score. Cincinnati leads Tyler Stevenson, and Noelvi Marte and TJ Friedel 8-9-1 for the Reds. The 7th inning stretch, by the way, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all 7s after 617. Now, Moran is kind of a neat story. Alex Cora's got a special place in his heart for this Puerto Rican left-hander who's been up and down in the bullpen, seems like 6 or 7 times in this series. He offers as Stevenson skies one down the right field line. Long run for Abreu, and Willier in foul ground is there to make the play. How good is he defensively? Willier is as good as they get.
It looked like it was going to be in the stands. That right to left wind blew that right back in. He had about 2 more feet. So Willier made that catch right next to the wall.
And there's a great meme of Willier, who's now the father of 3, getting to second base, putting his hands on his helmet, thinking about doing the double pump as Noelvi Marte takes a pitch in there for a strike. And then he wags his finger like Dikembe Mutombo at the dugout as if to say, I'm not going there.
It's actually called a GIF.
It's a GIF, by the way. 0-1, the pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2.
It's not peanut butter.
I love that. I mean, what can't Willier do? He's a model father, slugger, Gold Glove winner in right. It's called a GIF. 0-2 is a little bit low and outside. What's that the kids are doing these days on TikTok? 3-2 Reds. Marte
who's, I think, got some competition on his hands with Dane Myers, who's looked good again today. The pitch is swung on and missed. Great stuff from Moran. And they're 2 down.
A nice 92-mile-an-hour four-seamer. He can really spin that thing at the top of the zone for some swing and miss. That was a good one there. 2 strikes. A little above the zone, gets the chase.
So you're telling me, I guess, if that becomes something that people spread like wildfire when trying to say no to something else, then it's a meme? Is that the deal?
A meme's just a picture. It's a little video. I think it's a GIF.
Here's a pitch that's low for ball 1. Friedel tried to show bunt, pulled it back, and it's 1-0. Anyway, I loved it from Williers. He's had an awesome day. He's homered, he's doubled the other way, and he's wagged his finger a little bit. We were sort of hoping he was a lock for catch-up. We'll need to see how this thing goes the rest of the way. As Friedel hits a little swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Wong has it with a bare hand, throws to first in time. Nice job, Giovanni Moran. 8 pitches and 3 outs. Now the Red Sox have got the heart of the order coming up. It'll be Story, Duran, and Contreras when we return to Cincy for the 8th. 3-2 Reds in the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Shaw's Supermarkets has your chance to attend the world's biggest soccer games here in Massachusetts. And you could be at Boston Stadium for the excitement. Simply redeem your Shaw's grocery reward points for the sweepstakes entry offers in the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to enter. Boost your chances to win by clipping the 4-time points multiplier and shopping select Lay's and Dietz & Watson products. Learn more at shaws.com/soccer sweeps.
Weekends aren't for stressing about yard work. They're for stepping back and loving what you see. Reclaim your Saturdays. At United Ag and Turf, we know the right equipment makes all the difference. Get 2.9% financing for 84 months, plus up to $1,750 off select compact tractors. Together, we're unstoppable. Together, we're united. United Ag and Turf, your local John Deere dealer. Offer ends April 30th, 2026. See dealer for details.
Whether you're headed to Fenway, the beach, the mountains, or just cruising around Boston, it's always better in a Ford SUV. Like Ford Explorer, our most popular model with seating for 7. And check out Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport, both equipped with GOAT modes to handle any kind of terrain you run into. Check out our whole family of award-winning SUVs at your New England Ford dealers. Proud partner of the Boston Red Sox.
Veg ER for Pets has revolutionized the pet emergency experience. Not only will you see an experienced veterinarian right away, but you will stay with your pet the entire time. Visit veg.com to find the location nearest you. Veg ER for Pets is the official emergency veterinarian group of Red Sox Radio.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Just in time for Easter dinner, ham is now on sale at Shaws and Star Market. Pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last.
Look at you. I mean, getting it all down, sifting thistles. Here's Trevor's Story, who swings and misses at a big slider that misses outside, but he couldn't lay off, and it's 0-1.
Santillan, another one of those big arms out of their pin. Upper 90s fastball. Good slurve. He just threw.
Terry Francona's got some weapons out there in the pen. The 0-1 to TS10 is high with a fastball. How do you deal with that? I mean, that sight line right there. He's trying to trick Trevor into thinking that's another slider and a fastball stays up and in. What do you do as a hitter?
I mean, you're just trying to pick up spin out of the hand. A lot of those slurves, side spin, you see that out of the hand. They can kind of jump out of the hand.
It is howling the wind out to left. The 1-1 is a little high. This is one where you just want Trevor to get something in the air to left field. Easily would tie the game. Duran is on deck, and then Wilson Contreras.
Lead off base runner anyway.
We know he can move on the bases. 2-1. The pitch is swung on a miss. That's nasty. You talked about that slurve. You can't throw it better, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, you can see the big break up here from the booth. That started in off the plate, broke all the way across, 84 miles an hour.
It's funny, the term slurve used to be an insult, as if a guy couldn't choose between a slider and a curve. It's no longer the case.
It's interesting that that's still considered a pitch with the sweepers and the sliders and everything else.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Trevor Story. 3-2 Reds, the pitch. Swinging a grounder foul. That was in off the plate, but
He felt like it was too close to take, and it stays 2-2.
That one, slurve again. That one didn't break. Just kind of hung arm side.
Trevor has flied to center, grounded to short, and been called out on strikes. Trying to get on base as the tying run here. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Elevated fastball, 94. And there's one away. This Reds bullpen is nasty. For so much of this day, Connolly early battled. Wilyer Abreu had the big swing, and then one huge mistake from Weiser to Suarez turned this game on its head. Here now Duran trying to get on base himself. Suarez in at third. The pitch is right there on the outside corner. Strike one.
Yeah, it just felt like the Sox were so in control of this, and it's funny how one pitch can swing that.
Loved one more to swing it back the other way. 0-1 to Duran. He takes a high fastball. We've seen this from Jaron so many other times. He himself can just kind of single-handedly generate a run. You'd love him to find some turf, maybe get to second, and then use his speed. 1-1 against the very tough right-hander. The pitch is just outside. Wow, that was a good pitch and a good take. 2-1.
That one tried to backdoor the slurve. It never really made its way all the way back to the corner.
2-1. Deep breath on the mound. The pitch is strike on the outside corner. That's the good slurve. And it's 2-2. 3-2 Reds. Check on the score. Brought to you by Veg ER for Pets, the official emergency veterinarian group. The Red Sox radio network. Jaron asks for time and steps out.
This is where Sancion likes to elevate that fastball. He's shown a lot of spin so far in this at-bat.
2 balls, 2 strikes. His pant legs whipping in the wind. The pitch is swung on and fouled. Jaron got the slurve in on the hands. Good job to stay alive. I mean, it feels and sounds like the wind is just circling this entire ballpark right now. Two and two with Contreras out on deck. Here's the pitch. Duran takes a ball. That's a really disciplined take. Off the plate away, and it's 3-2.
Just make a mistake right here. He's seen it all. He's worked this count. Make a mistake.
Full count to Duran. Here's the pitch, and it is high, ball 4. He does make a mistake. Not maybe what you were thinking about, but that is great for the Red Sox. With huge speed, the tying run is aboard.
Well, also, Sancion is not quick to the plate, and this might be a good opportunity to see Duran get moving, get in a scoring position here for Contreras. Because then you know who's on deck.
Well, with a guy like Contreras, wouldn't you like to do it early? Just get it out of the way.
Sure.
Go quick.
Absolutely.
So Dion lumbering on the mound. Jaron leads at first. And he's not running the pitch to Contreras. Inside, very close slurve. It missed, and it's 1-0. Looks to me like almost that the Reds are calling pitches from the dugout. I mean, every single time Stevenson looks over. 1-0 to Contreras, the pitch. He is way high and outside. 2-0. What about now that he's thrown 2 bad balls in a row? Is Duran maybe a little more reluctant?
Contreras is pretty aggressive in advantage counts. You definitely don't want, you want to stay out of double play. I would like him to go.
2-0. He gallops away from the bag. Jaron, hands on his knees. Not going the pitch. He is inside. It almost hit him. And now it's 3-0.
Stay put now. I don't like 3-0 run.
Well, especially since, to your point, you desperately want to avoid a double play because Wilyer is out on deck.
Contreras just about tried to throw his leg in front of that pitch.
3-0. You got to think he's trying to maybe see a strike here. Duran at first, the tying run, the pitch. He was taking all the way. He was a statue. That one pours in, and it's 3-1. Well, now here we go. Contreras, who was brought over for his power, for his leadership, a guy who has owned this ballpark in his career. See if Duran takes off. Not a very big lead at all. 3-1. Not running the pitch. He is swung on it, fouled back. Man, he had a cookie right there. Oof. And he fouled it back. 3-2.
You just don't want to double play here, right? So if you're Jaron, you got to get a good jump. They haven't picked over yet, so don't be surprised to see a pickoff move right here before you see the 3-2 offer.
Well, I think he's got to get a better lead, too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a spot you cannot afford a double play. A little bit bigger lead. 3-2 to Contreras. Santillan is ready. He does throw to first, and Jaron sort of with a collapsing dive back to the bag, which so often is an invitation to go. Three balls, 2 strikes. Speed on the base paths. Contreras at the plate. 1 on, 1 out, and another quick move. They got him at first. Well, we'll see whether the Red Sox look to challenge. They'll go to the video room. That was an awesome pick by Santillan. Why not challenge here? So little to lose in this spot, and they will not. So they know that Duran was out, and unfortunately, that cannot happen.
Yeah, that's a massive mistake. Now, I know you're trying to get a good jump after the first pickoff and just caught him leaning. Just can't happen.
Went with the slow move first and the quick one to get Duran. 3-2 to Contreras. Deep breath. He throws, and Wilson swings and fouls it off. He was totally in between right there. Looked like he was guessing slurve. He got heater and fouled it straight back. That hurts. 3-2. Want to get Abreu up in this inning with Contreras on base. Payoff pitch comes home, and Abreu watches Contreras take outside ball 4. Is that going to do it for Santillan, or will Terry Francona let him face Abreu?
Oh, Tito's not moving right now.
I don't think that they're going to use Moll again. They've already used the left-hander Burke, so here we go. And again, how big that pickoff is at first base. The Red Sox should have 2 on with 1 out for Abreu. But they'll take their chances right here. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
To think Williams going to see a lot of fastballs.
After launching the slider.
Yeah, and he hit the split out yesterday.
Well, that's been a big part of his program in this offseason. Catch up to velocity. Contreras, the tying run at first. Here is Abreu, who's homered and doubled. Pitch. He is swung on and driven into the gap in center field, but on the run, he bobbled it in center field. I don't think Myers caught it. He didn't. And Contreras is over to third.
Great base running. He had it right in front of him, Contreras did. He had a good eye on it, and you could kind of see the ball just pop out as the glove was turned over. They will not challenge it. It absolutely did pop out. Tremendous base running and another great swing by Willier.
I mean, he's just hitting missiles everywhere. That thing, the wind brought it back towards center. I think that's what got Myers. I mean, it was headed toward the gap, and then it sort of sliced back towards center field.
Left his feet and almost overran it.
Oh, again, the pickoff now just enormous over at first. But as it is, first and third, what a time this would be for Caleb Durbin's first Red Sox hit. Santillan is ready. He throws. Durbin takes a ball way outside for ball 1. If somehow Durbin can get aboard, Massa would be next. But here it is, a big clutch moment for Durbin. Contreras, the tying run at third. Abreu, the go-ahead run at first. 1-0. Huge hole on the right side of the infield. The pitch is high. Fastball, and it's 2-0.
Another reason that pickoff hurt so bad. I mean, who knows if with 1 out, if Duran would have been able to score on that. That's a tough one at second base to get a good read on.
You want Durbin to find something to drive right here. 2-0. Here's the pitch, and it is outside. He does check his swing. That's not even close from Santillan. 3-0 to Durbin. What do you got right here, Will?
That's a tremendous block, number 1, by Stevenson behind the plate. That's a tie and run at third base. He slid his body over old school. Got the chest protector on it.
Saves the tying run.
I'm probably making him throw me a strike here, honestly.
3-0 to Durbin. At the corners with 2 down. 1 run, Cincinnati lead. Here's the pitch, and it is a strike on the outside corner. He did look like he was taken all the way.
And the right side is wide open. McLean is playing pretty much up the middle. Just begging Durbin to poke something through there, tie this thing up.
3-1. Santillan is ready at the belt. He throws. Durbin swings and misses. That was ball 4. That was a slurve and an awful one. But Durbin a little overkeyed there. And it's now 3-2.
In today's game, there isn't really a true fastball count anymore. You see breaking balls and off speed and hitters counts just almost every bat.
3-2. Abreu will get a start from first. Tying run at third. 2 down in the 8th. Here's the pitch. Durbin swings and misses. Fooled badly. He was caught totally in between there, and the inning is over. The pickoff of Duran at first, so big. And the Red Sox frustrated, going to the bottom of the 8th. It is 3-2 Cincinnati on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Hey, boss. Gotta go.
It's only 11 a.m.
Yeah, it's important, though.
Well, can it wait?
Ugh, not really. It's the Nissan Now Sales event. I can save on an award-winning Nissan like the Rogue, new Pathfinder, and Frontier.
Your report is due today.
Yeah, you're right. Nissan is #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power.
This is your job.
Well, it's called Nissan Now, not Nissan Later.
What?
Anywho, don't worry. I'm going to take you for a spin.
Get 0% APR on the 2026 Nissan Rogue, 2026 Nissan Murano, or 2025 Nissan Pathfinder for well-qualified buyers. For J.D. Power 2025 US IQS award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Example: 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary, subject to INMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 3/31/26.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
All right, to the bottom of the 8th inning we go. Matt McLean literally just hit another one beneath our booth, but it hit the wall in front of us. That was beneath us on the bricks.
We're under fire.
I was ready to make the play that time.
It's coming in a little hotter.
Next time I'm just going to go the mic out of the way. The 0-1 to McLean is a fastball that misses. Actually, no, it's on the inside corner, 0-2. That pickoff, I'm sorry, that's just a really unforgivable play.
No excuse, can't happen. Especially with the righty on the mound.
3-2 Reds in the 8th, the 0-2 down and in. Change up from Moran, and it's 1-2. You get the great stuff. The at-bat was excellent. He walks Duran. And then Contreras is working a deep count. It's 3-2. You see the slow pick, and you know you want to go, but that spot in the game, ouch. 1-2. Pitch. Line hopper to short. Story's got hit with one step to his left. He throws to first in time, 1 down. I mean, the Red Sox have had so many chances in this series to extend leads, make big plays. I mean, yesterday, Sonny Gray, the second run comes home on a play that he's made 1,000,000 times in his sleep. This game against good teams like the Reds, little things add up.
Well, runners in scoring position, not a ton of opportunity today, but they are 0 for 5.
Here's Ellie De La Cruz, who's 0 for 3 today. From the right side again, he takes a good fastball from Moran in there for strike 1. Red Sox will have Monasterio after Yoshida, and then Wong scheduled to hit in the 9th. The pitch is way in front of the plate with a curveball, and it's 1-1. Now, Caleb Durbin, who yesterday looked really locked in at the plate. I mean, Santillan just kind of put him in a blender there with that slurve and what he thought was a fastball count, and then very late on a heater, 3-2.
Yeah, he's so in between right now. early on breakers, late on heaters.
1-1 to Ellie De La Cruz, who swings and misses. And it's 1-2. And I would imagine, I've heard it from so many, that's the most uncomfortable place to be as a hitter, isn't it?
Oh, you're on an island, right? Whatever you almost find yourself guessing, and whenever you guess, it's wrong. Just not picking it up out of the hand. You got to make sure you're on time for fastball, number one. That's got to be the number one adjustment.
1-2 is low and outside a changeup, 2-2.
I think that's why he's taking so many fastballs for strikes. Is if there's any velocity at all, it's on him and he can't pull the trigger.
Makes you wonder whether maybe you might see somebody else at third, maybe Monasterio, opener in Houston. The 2-2 is fouled on the first base side because these at-bats start to add up and weigh on a player early in the season. Durbin's now 0 for 12 and feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, give him a breather, let him get in the cage, work on what he needs to work on, reset.
I know it won't even remotely change the Red Sox opinion of him, but just maybe a little mental health day tomorrow. 3-2 Reds in the bottom of the 8th. De La Cruz, always so dangerous. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Moran has been awesome.
Yeah, he has.
Change up top of the zone. And they're 2 away.
That's 3 Ks for De La Cruz today. That's why you want him facing lefties. He's not nearly as good as a right-handed batter.
I mean, he made the big swing yesterday, homering off of Weissert, who's had himself a very tough series. But other than that, Red Sox have pitched him well. Here's Sal Stewart. They have not pitched this guy well. He's been incredible. He swings and drives one to the left. Is it high enough? No. It'll one hop off the wall. Yoshida picks it up off the track. And Sal Stewart completing one of the great opening series of anybody's life. He puts his hands to the heavens, almost like Michael Jordan in the 60-point game. Another extra base hit with 2 down.
Was he 2 for 2 with 2 walks today? He's only batting .700 on the season so far. Keep grinding, bud. You'll start seeing it better.
Wow.
Goodness.
So Andrew Bailey is going to come out and give a break a little bit to Moran after that. And I think the message is possibly a lot of different things, but take a breather, take it easy, and also let's not let Suarez beat us again and all of a sudden make this a 5-2 game.
Yeah, no heaters down the middle. He can hit those.
Weissert has been such a valuable part of this Red Sox bullpen. He just made mistakes the last couple of days. Yep. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. It is a near certainty that the Reds closer, Emilio Pagan, will have the 9th inning. Very difficult for us to see their bullpen, much less the Sox. Here is Suarez, who changed this game with 1 swing in the 6th. The pitch is in the dirt. Change-up from Moran, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's going to be Yoshida, Monasterio, and Wong. Got to think if anyone's on base, maybe not even with anyone on base, you might see Narvaez.
I mean, Wong's had a good day at the plate, but that is something they'll consider. 1-0. Runner at second, insurance for the Reds. A pitch to Suarez. That's a good one from Giovanni. Change up, and it's 1-1. The attendance today, not nearly a packed house, but it's brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken, the official fried chicken of the Boston Red Sox. 1-1. That is a little bit low. Fastball close, but a ball, and it's 2-1. Find a location at crispycrunchy.com. Three-two Reds. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. That's low. Seems to me that's what Andrew Bailey was saying. I mean, we know that Spencer Steer is a good hitter, but let's not give in to this dude.
Yeah. Likely see a changeup here or a fastball elevated above the zone.
3-1. Straight away and pretty deep in the outfield. Moran looks to second, but Stewart, not lacking confidence, with a little swag, dances back to the bag. This kid Sal Stewart could have an amazing year. You don't want to make too much of 3 games, but he was fabulous last season. 3-1. Inside corner called a strike. I think Suarez considered challenging there, but he will not, and it's 3-2.
It was a perfect pitch. You're thinking, all right, if I can clip the corner, great. If not, ball four, we move on to Steer.
I think it got the top inside corner by a couple of seams. 3-2. Here it is. And it is in the dirt. Change up. He wasn't going to give in. Goes down with his pitches. And it's not that that run means nothing, but you're mostly concerned about Stewart at second and Suarez's power. And here now Spencer Steer. It's the reason the Reds brought Suarez back over here for swings like the one he had in the 6th inning.
Game-changing power. And that it did.
Well, and this makes so much sense. They're going to get more speed and better defense at first. Ke'Bryan Hayes pinch runs for Suarez. Here now Steer. Got to get him, and he skies one into right field. Abreu back on the warning track is there to make the play. Thank you, Wind. Inning over. Reds strand 2. Sox need a run to keep the game going. Yoshida, Monasterio, and Wong due up. The Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Here we go, top 9, and Emilio Pagan is on to try to close this thing down for Terry Francona. Pitching change brought to you by JetBlue, proud to be the official airline of Boston sports. Book now at JetBlue.com. Here's Massa-san against Pagan. The pitch is outside. Massa walked his first 2 times and had a 3-ball count his next, but then ended up bouncing out to second base.
Well, you got to get this fastball from Pagan down. It's got that rise to it. It's got some good action.
1-0 to Yoshida. The pitch is swung on and popped into left field. Friedel shielding his eyes from the sun out there in left. He's there to make the play. Not the start the Red Sox wanted. 1 away. We want to bring up Monasterio. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. All right, here's Monasterio. What a great spot this would be for him to get on base for the first time wearing this uniform. Pagan throws, and Monasterio takes low. Cut fastball, 1-0.
Yeah, it says cutter, but that's more of a slider, I feel like, at 86. It's the differential with that fastball.
Sedan is out on deck to pinch hit for Wong. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch, and it is popped toward our booth again, but actually 2 to the left over Lou Maloney. Then a force field back here. And it's 1-1. Obviously, no matter what, you want to get the tying run aboard. It also has the added benefit, barring a double play, of guaranteeing that Anthony would hit in this inning. 1-1. Red Sox down to their last 2 outs. Pitch. Swinging a shot down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases from Monasterio. Off the turf, off the wall. He loses his helmet. Around first base, Monasterio. Tying run at second base with 1 down in the 9th.
Yeah, swing it. Has that good fastball we're talking about. Got it down in the zone, belt high. Ripped this thing down the line. Couple good swings from Monasterio since, he hasn't played. He's coming off the bench, looking good. That's a big one.
Well, now here comes Mr. Clutch, Cedar Rafaela. With Roman out on deck. Do the Red Sox have a big swing in them to keep this game going, or better than that? Cedar, right-handed hitter, drove in the first run of the season on opening day. Monasterio can run. He's got a big lead at second. The pitch. He is low and in the dirt. Monasterio stays put at second.
You got to think it's in the back of Pagan's head, right? He blew a save yesterday with a homer to Abreu, and now he's thinking, oh no, not again. You put a little fear in somebody, they're not going to be themselves.
Cedar has got a flair for this kind of a moment. 1-0. Tying run at second with 1 down in the top of the 9th. Pitch to Cedar is swung on and missed. He was looking fastball, got a great cutter that dove beneath the barrel, and it's 1-1. Cedar stares out at Pagan. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Cedar drives one high and deep into left field, but it'll hang up for Friedel. Little top spin line drive. And the play is made out there, and the Red Sox are down to their last out. And in some ways, fitting that in this series that was defined in Game 1 by Roman, since then he's scuffled a little bit. He is their last hope.
He has, but I wonder how they pitch him. If they go after him right here, considering he's had a tough day, they got a base open. Trevor Story, the right-handed batter, on deck.
1 out to work with. 3-2 Reds in the 9th. Here is the kid. Pagan out of the stretch throws, and Roman takes high, ball 1. I don't care if he's in a little rut. There's nobody you'd rather have up in this spot.
See a little cutter here. They've been liking to go fastball up, cutter down and in on him.
1-0. Pagan throws. Roman takes the ball. Fastball outside. You might be on it. They might be being careful here, but the Red Sox would love it to have the go-ahead run aboard for Trevor. And this is a full go green light special. Just turn and burn for Roman. 2-0. Tying run at second with 2 down in the 9th. Here's the pitch, and he takes the ball. It's so good, so close, but it is 3-0.
He's got the green light, but he's also got to be aware of what's going on. They might just put him. They're going to just put him on here. They're not going to mess with it in case of a mistake, 3-0 or 3-1, and he put one in the seats. They'd rather face Trevor Story.
Well, I think that makes a lot of sense, especially once it gets to 3-0. But that is true respect for a 21-year-old, and why not? He's earned it.
Well, and then as Trevor Story, it feels like disrespect, right? And you want to make him pay for that. Just, line drive. You don't need to be you don't have to hit it in the stands. You got to stay short against Pagan.
2 on, 2 out for Trevor. The pitch is popped up into center field. Myers comes on. He's underneath it. He's there. He makes the play. And a very frustrating series finale comes to a close. Red Sox had a lead. Changed on 1 swing of the bat from Suarez. A really nice start from early is wasted. And the Red Sox lose today 3-2, and they drop 2 of the first 3.
Yeah, frustrating. Absolutely. Early battle, got into the 6th. Weissert comes in and just made a massive mistake to Gino Suarez that was the difference maker in this game. I thought Moran was good. Just hate to lose it like that. It picked off at first. Duran also was a big play in this game.
Well, especially given the context of this series, you get the dominant start from Crochet in Game 1. You have opportunities in extra innings yesterday. Don't cash in. You waste a brilliant weekend from Wilyer Abreu, who was, again, just a monster here again today. But it's amazing. The pickoff at first base, it's a huge killer play.
Just can't happen.
And the Red Sox come up short. So the Red Sox head to Houston 1 up and 2 down. We'll have the Nissan postgame show right after this in the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Just in time for Easter dinner and ham sandwiches. Ham is on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. Today through Thursday, pick up Signature Select Spiral Sliced Ham bone-in for only 99 cents a pound. Limit 2 while supplies last. That's right, save big on ham. And find other deals and rewards when you use the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Don't miss out on Spiral Sliced Ham. Shaw's and Star Market. Proud to be local since 1860.
Let's face it, you can't control energy prices. But there's good news. You can control how efficiently your home heats and cools. I'm Scott McFarland. If your system is older, you could be paying more than you need to in energy bills. Right now, save up to $1,800 on a new Lennox home comfort system, plus an additional $500 from McFarland Energy. Take control of your energy costs, improve your comfort, and start saving. Visit McFarlaneEnergy.com today. McFarland Energy. Generations of warmth and trust.
Cisco Brewers Fenway, serving local beer and scratch cocktails at their indoor-outdoor beer garden. With live music daily, now open for the season.
Whoop. Sleep better, train smarter, recover faster, and feel healthier. Understand and optimize your sleep.